What is up, YouTube? My Cowboys family here, bringing you guys another game day reaction live stream as we watch our Dallas Cowboys face off against the LA Chargers. Thank you so much for everybody here hanging with us. Take a second to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us anywhere and everywhere at My Cowboys Family, of course. Hop in the Discord link for that's in the description box down below. And as we get rolling here, guys, you already know how it works around here, right? We have to give the shout out, the credit to people making the MCF things happen before we hop into the news side of things, before we get this game started.
Yeah, hey, welcome in. Another game day reaction. Unfortunately, not the same feel, though. This is the postseason for us in a way.
Yeah.
It's over, guys. We're playing for draft pick now. So Chargers off the Cowboys. Our
Playing for pride.
final home game against a playoff team. You know that. Yeah, look, it's irrelevant. We'll get you all the updates though, because we're Cowboy fans for life. The win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly, and we're sticking it out to the end. Although I will say, during this holiday season, the next 2 weeks are going to be very tough for us. We're going to do everything we can to get into this thing and do it. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's worry about this game in front of us here, as we have 3 games left in 2025 for the season, and one more in Christmas and one more in 2026, I guess you could say. But anyways, let's start off with the people representing, like the man Tex 2005. He is the sponsor of the month. Shout outs to him in a big way. And then right there to take over the top. Well, I see the top spot there. Yeah, Mr. Tex there. But you see JD Burton, who's currently the current leader on the overall board, trying to take that sponsor of the month. Hanging on to that one right now in first place. But he's also hanging on with 30 points as the boss of the stream boss. So shout out to JD Burton. He's an OG, old school here. Now we also have the Cash App Queen, T Sticky. Shout outs to her. She took it down the last week, the last stream of last month. So she took the lead there and took the win, got the crown. For this month right now, Skeptical Fan got like 5 on it right now, and that's enough to take the lead. So right now, Skeptical Fan is the Cash App King for the month. We'll see if anybody passes him, or if does he extend his lead. We'll see what happens. Shout outs to him, and shout outs to the gifting membership champion, who is Jetly44. You know, he's always in the house. And the man who's leading the way right now for this month, with only 1, but still enough for the lead, is NDN Boogie, booging on down. Shout out to all you guys on all these different ways of getting represented here on the board. Also, shout outs to the top shelf members. And we didn't do a Friday stream, so we do the Friday shout outs today as well. The silver, the star, and the over everything levels. Big shout outs to everybody in that silver level, like David Lara, Justin the Q-Man Quarrels, Top Dog Bay Bullies, which, Dwayne Broussard in the house, and the longest running member we have here, 65 months, Lee Lavelle. Shout outs to all the silver level and the star level. Like Aussie, we like JD Burton, and of course, the one, the only, Don Luna. So shout outs to everybody on those levels. Now we're going to get into this thing here and get to some football. But I do want to make sure I remind everybody there is a goal on the side there. 20. We hit 20. We get people into or at least 4 names into the raffle. As we always do say, there's that Luna drop. If there's a big drop, we had a couple of them last month. There's a big drop. You can everybody that gets $5 puts $5 in will automatically get into the raffle. So shout outs there to everybody who is in this raffle for today. We're going to do, and also for the next month's raffle for December, which we'll do in January. Now, there's different ways to support the channel. Flying through this here, guys. On the YouTube side, there's the super chat. There's a thanks button. You can jump into membership, like we had Alanda Hanslu do, like we had Dwayne Broussard do. Re-jump into those levels. But also, you can gift memberships when you're there. There's 4 different ways. It's the After Dark style, as you can see here.
Yeah, the Cash App, money sign My Cowboys Family, the Venmo at my-cowboys-family, the regular PayPal link, and the Streamlabs link lets your comment show up on screen.
Multiple PayPal ways. It's all in the description as well. And then you see quarterly, but it's a monthly jersey raffle. We're doing it today for the month of November, and then we'll be getting the month of December done sometime in January. But you want to get into this thing, you got to hit that goal. But you got to get into the memberships. And we have kickoff underway.
Chargers won the toss and deferred.
Yeah, the Turpin takes it out from the 1 and gets tackled at the 21. So not a great return. We're wearing our dark blue jerseys. You see the representation. But you can see here, there's all different styles and colors. But there's also any sport, any team, any player you want. There's all those options for you. And by the way, we gotta say congratulations to LT and his birds. First
Kicking
time,
things off at least on the official time
yeah,
side of
first time
things.
back to back in the NFC East
And with his $2
since
holler,
the
he
Eagles in
said,
2005.
a back-to-back gift. You know why. I don't, actually. Please,
Yeah.
elucidate.
A $2 holler there for Mr. LT. Dak rolls out, by the way, play action to the right, dumps it down to Pickens. 10 yards first down for the Cowboys on first down.
And here
So,
it is, the other $2 holler with LT going back to back to kick things off there.
yeah, live on stream first drops. That's Mr. LT, but the pre-stream drops. We also have John Luna, who's making an appearance. Nobody hit the goal for this time yet for this first half, but we'll see what happens. Shout outs to LT. Congrats on your Eagles. F Philly. You know how we say here. But you guys did earn that win. As we run up the middle here with just a few running backs, Jaden Blue's supposed to get maybe some more action because we have no running backs, but Jay, I forgot his name there. Not forgot his name, but Jadavian Clown.
Jadavian Clowney?
No, maybe the running back.
Oh,
Williams.
Williams.
Javonte Williams. I don't know why.
Sorry, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, we're on offense running the ball. So I know, but
I still can't read your mind.
I know, baby. I know, but we're watching the game. And again, I just slipped my mind. It's just Javonte Williams runs for 5 yards, over 1,000 yards for the season. A little play action there. Dak throws it. First down for the Cowboys. I think
Right
that's
at
CD.
midfield.
Yeah, CD
It is
for,
CD.
for there. So, yeah. So, shout out to the back-to-back drop for LT, even though we always say fuck Philly. Now, I know we're going to do the shout outs here in the chat. I'm sure you could run them through right now. I know I want to read out John Luna's comment.
Yeah, I did. Again, that's one of the things I wanted to mention.
Right.
LT kicked things off officially.
Yeah.
And obviously, the man John Luna kicked things off on the pre-stream side of things, saying, "Hey, MCF, should finally be back in action to watch and support the stream, and I can't wait. See y'all when things get started."
Let's go. Much love, Mr. John Luna. He may be kicking it off, so to speak. That was the pre-stream stuff there. Now we're in stream. Still nobody hit the goals yet, but we did have 2 hits. 2 for 2, so to speak. From LT, it takes Mr. Burton down to 26 points. He's in the red zone there. 26 points on the stream, boss. And again, I don't know if there's anybody else to quickly shout out.
Yeah, of course, we have Luis Ortiz in the house. Man Unknown Ninja, what's up? Raymond Solis, hello and hi. The man himself, the lunatic.
Yeah.
We have the cleanup man, Mr. McKenzie, 2 times.
Throws it down to Javonte Williams and gets about 3 more yards, so it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 3, maybe.
Martin Holland, shout out to you. Matt Persico, what's up? Of course, Mr. John Luna in the house. Yeah. And LT. No birds. But he is asking, why is Dak playing?
Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys were asked earlier.
Activations today.
Well, Cowboys are asked, what we're going to see more Milton, or we're going to see this and that. No, Schottenheimer said we want to win. We just want to keep winning. So they're going to be playing all the starters, and that's a set thing already per Schottenheimer and the Cowboy team. Now, I do want to say a couple things went down. I'll say it after this play here. 3rd and 2. I'm going to pop the camera on after I say a couple quick news and notes. Dak rolls to the right. Bad pass to CeeDee Lamb too high. Now it's 4th and 2. So again, bad pass by Dak. $60 million. What's a bad pass? You're going for it. Nothing to lose. Might as well. I mean, the season's over. So, officially, let me start off some of the news and info. We are officially eliminated from the playoffs because the goddamn Eagles won yesterday, but at least it ends what we knew it was going to end. And by the way, that was a high throw by Dak, but it went right through CeeDee Lamb's hands. So CeeDee Lamb should have caught that, but it was high. And if he caught it, it would have been hard to get both feet down. 4th and 2. Jackson shotgun. We got Javonte Williams inside 2 block. And going deep over the top of Pickens. First down and 10 on the.
We gotta get the camera on.
First and 10 on the 11 or 12-yard line. Let's pop the camera on and get to it. First quarter. We got some news to tell you guys too, guys. It's pretty big, baby. Let's go rock this thing. You got your always special.
Yeah, I was gonna say for a second I thought this man was gonna step up to the plate, but I guess we're not breaking any records either.
We know who is stepping up to the plate today. He's back. Trayvon Diggs. I don't know how much I'll be able to wear this jersey. I've said, let me wear this jersey now. We do have an offensive lineman down, I think. An offensive lineman I couldn't see. You can check that, but I'm gonna get to this news and info.
Green, much love. Yes. We have the man John Luna in the house. Drums saying, I'm just here for Cowboys pride. We've got some number 1 draft picks and a bright future. And then, Luis Ortiz kind of said it. He's like, I'm curious to see who shows up in the chat today. Yeah, showing their kind of a real one, so to speak.
Fans of the Cowboys, fans of MCF. Just that even if the season's over, we still can have these discussions. There's still something to learn. There's still some importance in my mind. So Officially eliminated are the Cowboys, yes, after the Eagles won
Cooper
yesterday.
Beebe went down, is in considerable pain.
Not good, but it's for next season now. Hopefully nothing major. It takes him out next year. That's the one thing you don't want, an injury now. That'll make him miss next year if it's a major like tear or something like this. So that's something to keep a note of. But right now, the Cowboys eliminated from playoffs because the Eagles beat the Washington Commanders yesterday. This first half was 10-7. It was close. Washington was like, oh, might give us a little, little opening. And then Eagles get the Bills next week, but no, of course, they blew out the Commanders. That's that. Our season is officially over. I will say, Packers lost yesterday in overtime against the Bears. Thank goodness, because every loss for Green Bay helps our other first round pick. We got our own first round pick in 2026, and we also have Green Bay's first round pick. So every loss for Green Bay is good for Dallas. I guess that's one of the good things that happened yesterday. Bad the Eagles won, but good the Packers lost, and they got to keep losing. We got a higher pick. Every loss is a couple spots higher on the draft board for our second first round pick. Keep that in mind. So our first pick is gonna be us, and we'll be in the top like 15. The top 12 there. So, anyways, um, Cowboys have missed the playoffs 4 times out of the last 7 seasons, and you kind of know it's been almost like every other. I think one time we did it twice in a
Yeah.
row, and one time we missed it twice in a row. But every time it's been every other.
Yeah,
Every
it
other.
tends to be, again, very up and
Yeah.
down.
So, I mean, next year we should make the playoffs. So it's fourth playoff appearances in the last 7 seasons. So the spotlight now is going to be pushed to the Cowboys in the offseason. What we're going to do? What coaching jobs are going to be replaced? What players are going to be evaluated? All right. So are the Cowboys serious about winning? We know the answer with Jerry Jones is no. They're not. So it's good that coaches and players have to overcome. They have to overcome the bad management by the front
Yeah.
office. By the way, 6'7". He's in the game. Brock Hoffman's at center. He started 2 years basically his worth of games.
Williams with the
Oof. Gets about a yard, gets pushed back after that, but it's a 2nd and 10 from the 10, I guess. I will say that's why I'm saying I'm wearing this right here, guys. I was activated officially. He was going to be sitting for the rest of the year if he didn't
Yeah.
get activated, but he got activated for this game. He will be playing and starting. He went from not even seeing the Cowboy uniform again in his career to starting with the Cowboys on defense. So when the defense comes up on the field, you will see number 7 for the first time and maybe the last time in these last 3 games. We'll see what happens. Williams out, split out as a receiver. Dak by himself, and no help and protection. CD across the middle, a very predictable play. About a 3-yard
So it
gain.
makes it a manageable 3rd and like 3.
Yeah, it's more than that.
It depends on if you
And then
count
the end zone is also a couple
where
yards
he
away.
kind of stretched out a little bit.
See where we're at. We're at the 6,
Yeah.
basically.
Hey, I
5
gotta
or 6.
finish up the.
Yes, I mean, it's a lot. But my point here is when it comes to Trayvon Diggs, Schottenheimer said, what I've loved the most about Trayvon is that he's having fun playing football. He's smiling, running around. I see him flying to the ball and covering down. He's been playing really well. So, I guess in practice, he's been looking good for the last weeks he's been on the field. Dak dumps it down. Touchdown. For Flournoy in the house. Number 19 is having a great year. One of the guys that have definitely come up out of nowhere.
Yes.
So, touchdown Cowboys. That's the way to start this. Biatch. And let's go.
Nice to see a little Cowboy pride from this team still.
Yeah.
And I do have to be honest. I'm trying not to interrupt you, obviously.
I know.
But we have a lot of things happening in the chat that I wanted to touch on, and one of the consistent things, right? I think I said it's got like several people have already said it in the chat. Why are we playing our starters? Why are certain players even playing like? Why are we seeing this considering the season is basically
I told
over?
you.
So
Schottenheimer said they want to win.
I know that's what Schottenheimer said, but that's not necessarily what they're asking. They're asking like, why do we think they're still playing? I mean,
because they're trying to save jobs. They're trying to save coaching jobs, trying to save players. Let me just say something else that's important that people have to understand. Players also have contracts. No, we don't have to talk about this part, but this is the business part. They got contracts. They got incentives they got to meet.
mm-hmm.
They have to hit certain incentives, whether it's carries, yards, catches, whatever it is, play time percentage. These things intertwine with their money. So whether we like it or not, whether the Joneses like it or not, whether the coaches like it or not, everybody wants to play right now because they got to show that, number one, they got to try to hit these incentives on their contract. Number two, what if they're free agents? They got to show something that they can get put on film. They could get picked up from another, like Pickens, for example. Not that he has to be showing anything off, but these are the things Pickens trying to hit incentives. Other guys trying to show they're going to be free agents. We can play. Whether the starters that are going to be backups or starters that are not going to be re-signed. So there's more than just like common sense and logic. Well, we should just bench everyone for 3 weeks and who cares? And make sure everyone's good. But because the players don't want to be benched, the players want to play and meet their incentives, make their money. And hey, it's a risk of injury. It sucks, but that's the business of football. I think I gave a good description of why it's done. And again, sometimes coaches will say no and they overrule the players, whatever. At this time, I mean, the coaches are trying to save their own jobs. Todd Ivers trying to save his own job. So if they show they're playing really hard, coaching wise, they're coaching really well to the end, maybe a couple jobs will be saved. And Jerry Jones will say, because I signed you guys, you will be,
Yeah.
I will not let you go because you showed such heart at the end of the year. Yippee. So that's the reason why all of them, the coaches, front office, and the players will continue to play. So there's the question answered. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'll see T Green here.
Yeah. Thank you
Drop
so much, T Green.
$2 holler. Yeah.
Dollar holler. He said, hopefully we get a win today. Go Cowboys. So
We always, even if it hurts our playoffs, I know it's going to annoy some people too. Even if it hurts
I
our
know some
playoff
people
chances,
are, and I'm not, and
I'm
let me
still.
make it clear, you're not,
No. Go ahead, baby.
you're not wrong for being Team Tank. If that's how, like, in the sense of, if you just want us to keep, like, if you as a fan are basically like, look, the season's over, I just want to already do what's best and set it up for next season. Like, you're not necessarily wrong. We just don't feel the same in the sense of, like, we can't help it. We want the Cowboys to win every game, even if it means it might hurt us.
It might hurt us for like a pick or two, like a draft spot or two. If that's going to kill us, then we got bigger problems. My point is, winning or losing is not going to make a big difference in this game either way. But the bigger deal is that we show something. We evaluate these last 3 games and see who really needs to stay, who really needs to go, who's giving the extra effort. And one of those guys that's going to be having to show extra effort in this game is the jersey I'm fucking wearing right now, because he will easily be cut and we save 20 million if we cut him, or 15 million. So he's got to show he's worth value.
Well, he's
got 3 games.
He's the riskiest man on the field right now.
And right now it's 7-0 Cowboys, 7-0, and our defense got on that field. And we also officially got John Luna on the field here with a 5 on it. The first hit on the goal. So we're 1 down, 19 to go. And John Luna, what did he say with that drop?
He said, let's get this started. We get 6 more. I'll cover the rest so we can get everyone in the jersey raffle. And it's good to see y'all and everyone in the chat.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mr. Luna. And by the way, so we need 19. And you also got the Flournoy 19 up here with JD Burton. Flournoy just scored the touchdown.
Oh, good luck going across. We got the defense got to stop. Make some stops.
It's all coming together.
I will give you some bad news about the defense in a minute. I didn't even get to that yet. But shout out to John Luna. Thank you, brother. Guys, that means we need 6 more drops, right? Is that what we said? Or 5 more? 6 more drops. Of $5 or higher at the bullseye, and it could be Cash App, it could be anything. We'll count it, but we need 5 more or 6 more before the end of the half, before the second half. Well, before the first half is over, I guess, to get into this raffle thing. For this one will be for January, of course. We already have our set raffle for today, but there is the big drop that can cover it. That will be everybody involved into the raffle for January. By the way, a little couple yard gain there. I think Trayvon Diggs was involved in the tackle as well. McConkey wins the catch. So I do want to get back to a couple important notes here. I know we're doing the game, and
I am reading the chat and keeping an eye. There's actually a lot of comments I want to make.
Okay, well, you asked me that one. That's why I wanted to make sure we answer that one, of why the Cowboys are playing their starters and their better players. But Trayvon Diggs playing today, starting now. He's activated from injured reserve. We had to put somebody off this team if we're moving into injured reserve, right? Moving on to the 53. We took Deron Bland, in case you're wondering, where's number 26? He's out for the season on IR, injured reserve, and I'll explain in a minute. It is 3rd and 4, big play here on defense. Can we get a stop? No, they get a first down. And we don't make a tackle, so he runs. And then you see the lack of tackling by Donovan Wilson and by Trayvon Diggs. I'm not upset about the first down. I'm upset that these guys are still having issues tackling. And that is the reason why we evaluate these guys. Does Donovan Wilson stay here? Does Trayvon Diggs? He didn't give effort there. Like, Trayvon Diggs stopped running. Like, that to me shows a lot why he won't be here next year. And that's why you have these games. That's why you have your starters out there. See, some of these motherfuckers don't even deserve to come back. Shout out to T Green with that 5 on it.
Thank you, T Green. Appreciate you. Much love. He said, y'all missed my first Trooper chat. Go Cowboys. We did not miss it. Mr. MCF was just
which one?
Talking. A little too long there
Oh,
when you dropped that to I'm saying that
I was in
just kind of
between.
talked
Sorry about that. Yeah,
too
well,
much there.
I was in
Like,
the middle of my talking. It's hard to stop sometimes.
but hold up, wait a minute. Let's put some tea green in it. Thank you so much, man. Again,
Right
for
there.
the $5 holler. And yes, let's go Cowboys. And guess what? That energy, that hype, that's what got us that touchdown. That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
listen. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
I hope it did, but I will also
So,
say that that's 2 hits on the bullseye, which means we need five more $5
and
hollers,
LT,
and we'll cover the whole thing. And
um,
everyone's in.
that is a question for the Mr. MCF, just because
Oh,
he said, if
oh.
I drop another 199, does that count towards the raffle?
No,
There's
it's got to be
back-to-back
five. It's
drops.
got to be five. It's got to be a 5 one-shot drop. It can't be in groups because it has to hit the bullseye. If you drop 1 1 1 1 1 1, none of those hit the bullseye. So it's not my rules; it's YouTube's rules. But the point is, yeah, it's five on it. Every five in the super chat or cash app or even gifting or jumping in the membership that counts as a hit. So just so you all know, we're five away for the man John Luna will do his super drop. If he does a super drop, that means not just the 6, 7 people before that, but everybody afterwards gets into the raffle automatically for the month for the month of December, which is the raffle for January, which we'll do the first week of January or so.
These poor numbers don't deserve this.
Huh? For what?
I said these poor numbers don't
Oh.
deserve this. I said it again.
Hey, listen.
Oh.
So now, as I gotta continue this here, I gotta keep
Now,
it
unfortunately,
going.
there's a Charger player
There is
hurt.
a Charger player hurt, so we're taking and he's walking at 68,
One of
walking
their
off the
offensive
field.
linemen.
They're helping him off the field. But Deron Bland, he's our guy. Is out for the year. He has been placed on injured reserve, which means he's out for the year. So what's the deal? He's going to be out for a long, long time next year too. Cornerback Deron Bland, who's had a couple injuries already this last couple of years. He's facing surgery on his left foot. My left foot, like the movie. He is facing surgery on his left foot for the second time in 2 years. Bland, he did seek a second opinion. No surgery has been scheduled yet, but even without surgery, he's likely again not playing this year. He's out for the rest of the year. And with surgery, it'd be even a longer recuperation time. So if he makes the decision to make surgery, hopefully it's sooner than later, and he gets back in the field for training camp. There's a one-handed touchdown catch for the Chargers. Wow, what a catch! What a one-handed catch. Who was number one?
Yeah. On
Wow.
34.
On
Ravel?
Ravel, the rookie. And again, I can't get really mad at Ravel Jr. I mean, he needs to be out there to get more practice. To me, number 34 is somebody we're going to have to rely on in the future. Savon Ravel Jr., he's a rookie, mid-round rookie, day 3 rookie,
Yeah,
coverage guy, big guy, but had good coverage too. It was like a great pass, better catch.
I wouldn't expect many of our defensive personnel to return just overall.
Yeah, Murray's gone. Like someone feel like 59 is gone, but Savon Ravel is the future of our corners. So he's gotta show. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be on this team next year.
Last thing I said, I heard we're parting ways with Juanita Thomas.
Yes, that's also I was gonna get to that. Juanita Thomas is not going to stay a Cowboy. That's from the Cowboys side. We are not re-signing him. He's gone, which means that
Okay.
we better look about what happened with Donovan Wilson on the last play, or what we're gonna do about this other cornerback spot because he don't look like he's gonna stay. I don't know if he's gonna stay. So Trayvon Diggs is in. Number 26, Deron Bland for the year, unfortunately. So I'm just hoping that out for the year for Deron Bland at this point, not a big deal. Sounds like it's something he could have played through if he had to. And if he has surgery or not, I do think that he will be back in time for 2026.
Yeah.
For number 26. But it's an injury you don't want to hear second time in 2 years, third time in 3 years next year. You never, it usually goes that way. So Trayvon Diggs, he declined after got paid and then got injured. Deron Bland just got injured back to back, got paid. Is he going to decline? He didn't have a good year this year. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So
and thank you, DeLunatic, for answering that question in the chat. We wish our defensive coordinator had been fired, but Jerry's comments are basically just letting everybody know that not till the end of the season.
No one's getting fired at the end of the year, as we know. That's the way Jerry Jones does his thing.
But how he rolls.
Let me just go with the actual players, and then we're going to get to you. Got the information on the Everfluss situation on defensive coordinator. Cowboys did return a couple guys to practice with 3 games left. There's a 21-day window open for these guys, which means they might not even have to play. But Josh Butler, finally, after last year's injury at the end of the year, he's finally back practicing. Josh Butler. So you're not going to see much of him. Phil Maffa, the rookie, who got injured in training camp. Rookie running back. Didn't see one play this fucking year. Just got back on the practice field now. I don't know if we'll see anything till maybe the last. These guys might not play till the last week. And defensive edge rusher Peyton Turner, who also got injured in training camp and preseason. He was a guy we picked up from the Saints, a rotational edge rusher with Marshawn Nealon passing away and Micah Parsons gone. We needed a better rotation of some pass rushing. Peyton Turner couldn't even show it. He just got on the field for the first time this year in practice in season this week. So 3 guys that have been returning to practice the 21-day window. We got less than 21 days of the season. You see what I'm saying? None of these guys have to play.
I do have to interrupt you.
Yes.
Cooper Beebe is likely to return. He had an eye injury.
Okay, so an eye poke. Great.
Likely to return.
It's great.
As of
It's
now.
not a knee. It's great. It's not anything like that, because if it was, boy, we'd be in trouble for next year when it comes to center and Cooper Beebe. Although I do like, Brock Hoffman can handle it for a couple games. There's no doubt there. But
and it's just.
But yeah, we want our starter.
Cooper Beebe is not the problem here when it comes to the problems we have in Dallas.
Yeah,
so,
but he would be a problem if he got hurt. If he got hurt, we got Brock Hoffman's got to start next year in the beginning of the year. And not that he sucks, but we'd like to keep our starters fully healthy as possible.
Man, T. Green, chipping away with that $2 holler.
1-2 on it.
He said, "What kind of injury does Bland have?"
It's a foot injury. A foot injury. And again, similar to last year's foot injury. This year, not sure. He's getting second opinion, but he's on IR. And surgery or no surgery, he's out for the year. That's what it comes down to.
And obviously, I don't quite remember, but I do think it was some kind of like a foot tendon issue that he needed to have surgery on.
Yeah, but there's a foot injury is all they mentioned. And it's similar to the last couple of years. Like you said, tendon in the foot. And it's just something that's a nuisance. I think he could have probably played if we had a chance.
Maybe, but let's be real. Safeties need... safeties corners. Corners like receivers need their feet to be able to make a lot of the movements that make them good and successful.
Yep.
Probably, partially the reason maybe Bland also hasn't looked all that great. But if he's another one that's going to be crumbling from injury, that's another discussion that needs to be had in the offseason. But
by the way, with that, we're at Roger Staubach. 12 points on the Stream Boss. J.D. Burton's hanging on. He's hanging on. Shout out to T. Green, who's I think second or third on the board overall there. We'll see how this thing goes. We got a first down, Malik Davis with a nice run there up the middle.
I feel like the run game is like another one of those like small positive things that we like. Them, Pickens, Flournoy, like there's a few little.
Speaking
things.
Of the running back game, I want to make sure that Jerry Jones also did mention. I'm not good at old Jerry Jones bullshit, but he did mention, kind of in passing, that they want us to re-sign Javonte Williams.
Okay.
So that's a good look there. Had to give him a couple more million than they did this year. He got a real cheap deal this year to kind of play off of that, but.
Look, a few more million for a good, consistent, quality running back that knows your offense and
Turpin with the catch.
Get
about 8-yard gain there.
Got over 1,000 yards in a very reasonable time.
Yeah.
Right? Like even accounting for that extra game and all that other bullshit,
yeah,
like
he
still
got
done in a regular NFL.
He got 1,014 games.
Exactly.
So
I'm just throwing out there that
but he's gonna want more. So that's one thing. That also, of course, Jerry Jones says he wants George Pickens. I don't care about the crash out Pickens. I don't care about the diva Pickens. I don't care about having a bad game here and there. It's not all on him.
Yeah.
There is some give up from him in some games, but it's not even about should we sign him or not. Of course, we should sign him, but not for $40 million. He wants the $40 million. The Cowboys fumbled there, or just didn't gain anything.
There's no
gain. So now it's 3rd and 3 or 4. But I lost a yard. But what I'm trying to say is that, guys, George Pickens has said $40 million, and everybody else around him in analyst world is saying that's a fair price. No fucking way the Cowboys are going to sign George Pickens next year. That's a guarantee. I'm telling you, we're going to get the 3rd round pick in 2027 for basically the end of the 3rd round. We're going to get an end of the 3rd round pick in 2027 back. So we gave up a 3rd round pick in 2026 to get him. So basically, we lost the 2020.
Did we get it?
We got it first. Devontae Williams powered forward. I think it was Williams.
Yeah, it was.
The point here is, guys, is that we basically are giving up. We gave up a 2026 3rd rounder for Pickens, and we're going to get back a 2027 3rd rounder for Pickens when he leaves for 1 year. A 1 year rental.
For the most part, and again, chat, feel free to chime in here really quickly, but pretty much everyone's in agreement that we just got to tag Pickens and keep it moving.
Right, and that's the only other option. You tag Pickens, that's $28.5 million.
And worth every penny, at least.
On that side, I can deal with it, but other things I cannot deal with. Dak's throwing, and completion
Hmm.
into the first down. Now it's first down and second down and 3 on a
I
7-yard
know.
gain. But we got the man John Luna saying, "Hold up," with the 5 on it and hitting the bullseye. The man saying,
He said this donation down for Sky Johnson, so now all we need is 3 more
"Hey, a
$5
Sky
hop.
Johnson drop
Thank you
right
so much,
there."
Mr. Luna. Appreciate you, and go ahead and mark that down for Mr. Johnson there. Man, you guys, the chat's like really funny today.
Yeah,
You guys are funny today.
we got some trolls in there too. We're
Oh,
trying
that's
to
okay.
spam the thing here. Hold on, Dax. Look at he's gonna run it.
There you
Gets
go,
the first
Dad.
down.
There you go, Dad.
Slides to the first to about the 31-yard line. First down for the Cowboys. Hell yeah, let's go.
Now, one of the more interesting discussions, and again, I feel like this is more of an off-season discussion, but it's obviously trickling into the current things that are happening now because our season is over by all technical matters. So one of the things that we talked about, and one of the things that's good about this Pickens discussion and everything else that's kind of happened, is we're not very good with the whole second round, third round situations.
Second round, we fail almost every year picking the second
and
round.
third rounds are like very hit or miss, but the Cowboys invest so heavily in them and depend on them.
Chirping on the outside. Nice little
Almost
fumble.
Are you kidding me?
Fumble's
Tough.
out of bounds though.
Anyway.
But I think they called him down either way. Either about a yard to gain or right hit the line. But he fumbled at the end. I think the ground caused the fumble.
And the only reason I bring that up is just to say that one of the few things I think the Cowboys did do right this season is take some of those second and third round picks and convert them into players that are tangibly good now instead of maybe potentially good when we draft them. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, guys like Pickens, guys like Williams, like, they're paying off in a way that
first down.
I can't see us drafting a player that would pay off in any realistic way, even accounting for the time that they might need to like train up. So
Bucks touchdown, by the way, if you're looking at the other game.
So yeah, that's I feel like that's the best way. Like Ninja said, draft doesn't matter. We still have Jerry Jones. Like, I feel like that's the best way we can potentially mitigate the Jerry factor, right?
Yeah.
We've known it. We have to win in spite of the Joneses, not because of the Joneses.
Right. Overcome the clown show.
So how do we use what we do have and what we can do to actually win? Because again, even as shitty as our team is now, some of the structure is good, especially on the offense, right? Like, and I want to ask the chat too, and I'll let you kind of go off of that. But offensively, Schottenheimer's shown a lot of promise. I think he's hit it great with Clayton, whatever his last name is.
Clayton
I can't remember Adams. I always forget his last name. I don't know why. But I think we hit pretty well there with Clayton Adams. But the Lunatic made a comment really early in the stream, and I didn't want to interrupt you, but he said Sorensen needs to fucking go.
Yeah, special teams.
Like, what happened to our special teams? We're one of the worst special teams in the league outside
they showed
of
offense, and they showed offense were 4th overall in points per game, 4th overall in yards. So pretty ninth. But I just want to say about the defense on the Chargers. They're also like top 10 across the board there. So you got to be. They have a decent defense. But we're moving down the field right now, just dumping it down. 2nd and 10. Now it's a 3rd and 4.
But our offense has done surprisingly well against even some of the best defenses of the league that we face. Like,
yeah, but the defense is consistently crashing.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the bones are good, right? The bones are good. The structure is good.
Watching though here, TJ Bass is starting for Tyler. Well, not for Tyler Smith, but because we don't have. I'm gonna say we don't have Guyton. The Cowboys actually made an offensive line move. I know we didn't get a chance to talk about this, but Tyler Smith moves out to left tackle, and TJ Bass moves into left guard. Just want to make sure that's something that no one's talked about. I want to make sure we can talk about it right here. 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys. Shotgun. We got motion Flournoy left to right. Dak looks close.
Flournoy? No,
first down to Flournoy.
CD.
I'm sorry, CD.
No, it's okay. Just
CeeDee Lamb first down, right over the first down marker. So first down Cowboys.
Flournoy, I also thought he was the target.
But they all kind of bunched up. Probably used some picks there, but that's okay. Second quarter is about to start, and I haven't done my news yet.
Okay, that's fine. I am gonna read this one single troll comment because it is actually funny for once.
Troll comment. Go ahead, but then
he said, "Do you guys think due to the fact that the Cowgirls are so awful they turned Mosh gay, or was he born that way?"
That was very funny.
Wrong channel, buddy, but appreciate the effort, and that was actually kind of good. So I'll give you that one.
There's a lot of coincidences of that going, hand in hand now. You know what I mean? T Green again with that 5 on it. That means we need what? 3 more? 3 to go, I think. So shout out to T Green, who, by the way, if we do get the John Luna hit, or we get all 20, he's already got 2 entries in the mix. Here we got right now, John Luna, Sky Johnson, and 2 from T Green. Just wanted to make sure and clarify that. What did T Green say, babe, with that $5 house?
Happy early Christmas. Much love to MCF and MCW. This game today will be a close game. I could see a 27-24 Cowboys.
I mean, without question, it seems like it could be close. I don't think the Chargers are that great, but they're a team trying to make the playoffs.
I know.
And
I was
we're a
just about to
team
say
looking
that.
to like run the season out.
Yeah,
so
we are. We
nothing to lose.
The only bigger factor to me is just the pride of home. Like, I know we didn't talk about game, like not even that. Just my thought on why the starters were playing outside of like the obvious, like yeah, business decisions. Like we knew that. It's more than that. Like why are certain starters playing? Because you could have potentially moved a few things, but the fact that even Trayvon got activated instead of just rolling with whoever the fuck we still had.
We didn't have anybody.
Okay,
we know Deron Bland is even deeper.
Okay, but still, why did we do that? Because I still think that there's that Jerry Jones sense of pride. Where, like you said, like even if it means we end up broken and dead at the end of the season,
he gets to see what his investments that he paid for gets to do. He wants to get his money's worth.
Think of the mentality with Eberflus. We won't even fire our fucking shitty ass coach in the middle of the season. Like, why would we bench our starters? That's kind of my.
What I'm trying to say is that the reason we never get rid of our coaches in the season, usually teams don't do that unless it's really bad. Okay. And I don't know if we're to that level of really bad, but as a Cowboys fan, I do believe we're really that bad with Eberflus. But the reason why is it's always because Jerry Jones doesn't want to show he made a bad move. He didn't want to look bad. So the same thing goes to the players. He wants to show that, hey, there's still something left in Trayvon Diggs. Maybe even an advertisement to trade or get him to another team somehow. We'll get a 7th-round pick back or something. You know what I mean?
To be fair,
you never know. We're trying to sell our players.
I know. I'm surprised at the effort from our players in the sense of I really was expecting a lot more.
I'm not, because this is about the money for them now. Now this is what drives them. Now they gotta play well because they know they might not get money next year.
Well, that's all. Look, if that's
just saying, that's a driver.
If all I had to play for was a few $1 million.
If I was playing for a few $1 million,
coach.
If I'm playing for a few $1 million and I'm taking a risk on injury, I'm playing for the few million. I'm sorry.
But and
it's the players I want to play.
Thank you, by the way, T Green. Appreciate that. I did want to very, very quickly just run through like.
There's 2 minutes left. I know. It dumps it down. Incompletion. Should be a flag. Incompletion there.
That was like on pick.
Second and 10 from the 11. I want to say with that drop we got, someone's going to take that 2 points away.
By 2 points.
So another 5 will easily take that and will only be 2 away. We're 3 away right now from getting the big drop of everybody in the raffle for January, for the December raffle, which is going to be done in January. I did want to say, a lot of questionable guys. We had 2 guys out this game. Deron Bland, who's on IR, and Tyler Guyton, who I just said, out. So we moved Tyler Smith to left tackle and TJ Bass to left guard. That's looking. Second and 10 throws inside. Complete to the 5 to I think the Pickens. So it's 3rd and 5 on the
5.
Right? Yeah, I think basically we can get a first down on the half-yard line.
Away from it, like being technically.
Tyler Guyton ruled out for this game. Also, Quentin Williams, guys, was questionable, but was upgraded to full practice yesterday or 2 days ago, and his neck injury was changed from concussion. Neck injury. I'm sorry, from concussion to concussion neck injury.
Okay.
He was ruled out of this game before the game. So no 92 in the middle for the Cowboys. That's looking. There's a hold. Touchdown. Is there a penalty?
There is.
Penalty.
Yeah.
Touchdown Flournoy. But I saw
count.
Tyler Smith with the hold as left tackle.
Yeah, no one's celebrating.
Yeah, it's a left tackle hold. I'm pretty sure it's Tyler Smith. 73.
Yeah, you again.
It's just I'm not celebrating that. I'm just saying, like, we saw it already, and I know for Flournoy, he didn't see the holding. He's celebrating with CeeDee Lamb, but then the ref went, "It's a flag on you guys," and Flournoy's like, "Fuck!" But yeah, look at the hold on the outside here. It's obvious right there. He grabbed his. It was,
here, by the way,
that's Khalil Mack, by the way, for the Chargers.
Give me like 2 seconds. I gotta exit stakes left real quick to.
Okay,
Go finish your. I'm watching right now. I'm just saying, like, go ahead and watch.
Yeah,
and then finish your commentary. Without me interrupting.
I mean, this is where I have to. I can't really do the commentary, my love. I gotta watch this. This is the commentary is the game. So 14 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second quarter. Score 7-7. It is 3rd and 14 on the 15. So, you guys can figure that out. I will say the middle of the field looks a little soft here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what develops. Pressure in his face, going for the end zone, the corner, double team, incomplete, Turpin. Now the Cowboys are kicking the field goal, make it 10-7. Let me finish saying this, guys. Again, we know some of the guys that are out, but Deron Bland, IR, gotten out for this game. That's what the move was with Tyler Smith. We just held. Then a bunch of questionable guys, like I said. Josh Butler, Phil Maffa, Peyton Turner, three guys that were not activated for this game, but they're on a 21-day window. So they did practice, but they're on the window. They're not active for this game. They're questionable. They're not playing. As I said, Quinton Williams out for this game, even though he was questionable. Hunter Lipke is questionable, and Kalen Carson also questionable. Kick the
This
ball.
man is not questionable, regardless of what some
Even
people
even if he had a bad week last week, listen, he had a bad week. It happens to
Hey, Pickens
everybody.
had a bad week too. I don't see
He had
everybody saying get this
Pickens
get
had
him off the
first of
team.
all, maybe. First of all, Pickens had a couple bad weeks. Second of all, everyone is saying we don't want him anymore. You should see the Cowboys said that he's better than
Jesus
CD Lamb.
Christ.
Maybe 2 weeks. I know you're not keeping up as much with the Cowboy stuff, but I haven't had a chance. But the thing is that they literally the first bad game he had a couple weeks ago, everyone's like, "Fuck this guy." Like all the entire Cowboy fan base said, "Fuck him." Now, when I heard 40, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" When I heard 40 million, I'm like, "I don't care if he's the best player in the league. He's not getting 40 million. He'll get 28 and a half
Yeah.
on a franchise tag at most. And after that, if you don't want that, it's gonna be issues. He's gonna keep it up.
Especially
He's out of here.
after that interview that he did. It was like what him and his mom, or like his mom like helped. I don't know. Just so, remember, he it was an article that came out. We mentioned it here on the channel.
Yeah.
He made it very clear. Like, yeah, he wants to get paid. He wants to be in Dallas.
Right.
It is in the sense of like obviously money is a factor. I'm not saying it's not a factor. It's just that he's happy in Dallas.
I know, but
Dallas would be smart to just tag him, lock him down, and just leave it there.
Let me say something, baby. Of course he's gonna be happy in Dallas. If he stays in Dallas, he's getting 40 million. That's why he's happy. I'm just letting you know that's what I know. I know he wants to stay in Dallas.
I know, but I think you forget
he wants
that
to use Jerry Jones' idiotic money spending.
But guess what? Like, he's temperamental, and I'm not trying to say that money isn't a factor. Obviously, it is. I am just saying that you're not George Pickens levels of cuckoo cuckoo if vibes wasn't a factor, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, he likes it in Dallas. I don't know how long that's going to last. So I'm not necessarily running to go make a long-term investment in Pickens, but I'm absolutely running to go and tag Pickens and kind of see where it goes.
The most I would do is tag him so he can afford $28.5 million. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I also think that Cowboys have a chance of losing that third round pick as well. Is it worth it paying $28.5 million, almost $30 million on a receiver, and then losing him anyways, and maybe getting a sixth rounder for him if he has a bad year next year or something goes wrong, gets injured next year? It's just, to me, there's too many question marks. But yeah, the only way I'll even accept it is a tag. I will never pay any receiver right now. Right now, maybe in 10 years, but right now, no receiver should get $40 million. After we've already signed someone like CeeDee Lamb for $35 million. So yeah, it's silly to even discuss it. Jerry Jones will lead us onto that mindset. Jerry Jones will lead us on to saying, "Oh, we can do it. We want him." George Pickens will also lead us on that mindset and say, "Oh yeah, we love the fact that I want to play for Dallas. I want to play in Dallas. I'm gonna take a $500,000 deal or whatever." Hey, by the way, the kickoff, they bounce the ball around. That's a live ball, and they get stopped on the 12-yard line. The Cowboys special teams finally did it right because they fucked up. Ball bounced, and then the ball bounced. And then, the Chargers kind of tried to get it. They bobbled around in front of them, and then they picked it up and started running. But they lost about 2 seconds on that play, which had everybody all the Cowboy team on top of the guy. That's a live ball. I've been the longest onside kick. Actually, I remember that happened once. But a Steeler, after they changed the rule, this is like 25 years ago, 30 years ago, they changed the rule. The Steeler guy, I forgot who it was, let the ball bounce in the end zone, backed away, started walking away, and the Niners recovered it in the end zone. Technically, the longest onside kick in history, right? Anyways, and that was like 25, 30 years ago. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. They're right now under center with Justin Herbert. Cowboys got a 4-man line. But remember, no Quinton Williams on this one, so even less pressure inside. Incomplete. Oh, he did catch. I thought it was knocked out. Logan Wilson in coverage. I did want to say those are the questionable guys. I read to you guys the questionable guys, the guys that are out. The change because Quinton Williams is out of the concussion protocol. He was full practice on Friday. The problem is that it's still a neck injury. They renamed it from concussion to concussion/neck. And that is the reason why he's missing today's game. He was questionable. Before the game, he was kind of a game time decision. Game time decision has been official, guys. No Quinton Williams in this game. Also, no Jay Toia, which means Winfrey Perrion is going to play this game, number 99. Inside there, they got a running back that went outside and Got about a 15-yard gain. Logan Wilson has no speed to catch him. And Logan Wilson is a run stopper type for the inside. He had to go to the outside, to the C gap. He don't have the speed to get out there, in my opinion. But neither is Murray. So we're kind of fucked there. Overshown to be the guy. Overshown. Shamar James was there, rookie. He got caught inside and trapped. So again, that was his duty more than Logan Wilson. Logan Wilson had to make up the space that was created there by the fuck up by Shamar James, the rookie. But the inactives today, Quinnen Williams, the big loss there. Jay Twaya inside. Those are the two inside guys that are sitting. Tyler Guyton, we know he was out. Jaden Blue, not going to play this game. So he's the rookie running back, not playing. He's a healthy scratch. Jalen Tolbert, he's going to be off the team next year. He's a healthy scratch. And Kalen Carson, number 21, cornerback. He's also a questionable guy for today, but he's obviously not good enough to play. So those are the guys out on our side. They run for like a 5-yard gain. On the Chargers side, their edge, Bud Dupree's out for this game. Receiver Darius Davis is out. Safety RJ Mickens is out. Offensive lineman Trey Pipkins. Offensive tackle. Offensive lineman Branson Taylor. Cornerback Nico Reed and tight end Tyler Conklin. All these guys are inactive for the Chargers today. But the majority of the guys are in-house. And the majority of our guys are in-house. T. Green taking over. Extreme Vaughn.
You see, I've been summoned.
There you go.
Just kidding.
And throws the ball.
First.
First down on a 2nd and 5. They get 10. Anyways, shout out to T. Green right there. I know we're going to have since we are our defense, we're going to have the Everflush discussion here in a moment. But shout outs there to Mr. T. Green, which did not hit the raffle, but he did hit.
He said, I'm here for that takeover.
He did hit this right here.
And he said, let's go defense. I appreciate you streaming today. Thank you so much, T. Green. And yes, guys, obviously, in case you weren't keeping track of your calendars, next time we see you, it's going to be a little cheery, jolly,
Merry
and holly
Christmas.
over here because it's a Christmas Day game.
I'm pretty sure
the timing of it, we're going to do our best to just the thing is, a little different than our usual streams, that's all.
Herbert has time, but he couldn't throw it. Now he throws it, and he gets the first down, 15-yard gain against Savon Revel Jr., the rookie. Yeah, so we're gonna be listen. We're gonna do our best and not just be live, but be on time next week. But we do have family, we do have Christmas, and we're gonna be doing the celebration stuff. But at a certain point, it might be like minutes into the first quarter. It might be as late as the beginning of the second quarter. But we're gonna be live and doing our Cowboy game against the Commanders next week in Washington. So in DC. So stay tuned for that. I know a lot of you guys may be like, when we looking at this channel, you guys will be busy. I understand, but we Cowboys are part of our lives, and that's what we do here. Even when the season's over. I look at a face mask for the Cowboys. Look at the face mask.
Flags are flying.
Flags are flying. The Cowboys stopped with Jazavian Clowney and Logan Wilson and a couple others. They had them stopped. But it looked like there was a flag thrown, either a hold or on the Chargers or a face mask on us. So it looks like it's a face mask. On us. It's a face mask because Harbaugh for the Chargers is saying face mask. Yeah. Decline it, but you would take it. It's holding on the Chargers. So it's but now we get
they don't offset.
So it was a face mask, but it wasn't a personal foul necessarily. So personal fouls would overrule everything. A face mask it does not count as a. I guess it is a personal foul.
So, I understand. How do you determine which one's a personal foul and which one's not?
An egregious late hit, a purposeful situation. That would be, I would say. This one here is a face mask. It's a face mask. It's not really. It's a face mask, 15 yards. I don't know if it's personal foul.
Yeah, so just real quick, and thank you, 12 man. Appreciate that. Yes, the last night of Hanukkah tonight, guys. So yes, happy Hanukkah
have
to
a
all.
Happy Hanukkah for those that start off pretty horrible in Australia, as you guys know.
I did see you kind
into the end zone, overthrown.
Well, an interesting conspiracy theory in the chat, but no conspiracy here.
We have a bigger conspiracy theory here because the man John Luna dropping the old Billy Joe Dupree. The old Tony Hill. Now, much love to the man, John Luna, with our $80 Mala. And now everybody is in. And I do mean everybody that was in so far. John Luna again, T. Green, Sky Johnson. And anybody else who drops 5 on it for the rest of this first half will automatically be entered into the January raffle for December. For this month. The one we're going to do at halftime today is for November. Sorry for the big delays there. Justin Herbert going for the end zone.
Touchdown.
Wide open touchdown.
And he said, let's open up the floodgates for the $5 drops. Super happy to be back and supporting the MCF channel.
We appreciate you,
Thank you,
John
Mr. Luna.
We know John Luna. Mr. John Luna's been busy. Had time for family.
He was checking his list, making it twice.
Yeah. And listen, we completely understand. He had to do some of the things that family. We understand. Trust me, we're doing the same thing on our side. But always appreciate the best of the best here, and people that support the channel, people that enjoy this, watching us, hearing us babble on for 3 hours,
and take their time to be real fans.
Yes, thank you. Even though he's a Houston Texan fan, he's still representing it here with us. He's an MCF fan, which in some cases overruling. So thank you, Mr. John Luna. Unfortunately, it is 14-10.
He's an MCFer too.
He is an MCF. And a lot of other team MCFers on here. So shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys. Understand you guys love your team and actually commend you guys for sticking with your team. We don't want anybody jumping to the Cowboys side because we're doing Cowboy news. We want you to stay with your team. We appreciate your support and the discussions we have back and forth on football, on teams, of course, on our Dallas Cowboys. But shout outs, extra huge shout outs for John Luna, who unfortunately for T Green gets to 20 points. He had 100 points. He's in the red zone already. So 20 for T Green. Hanging on. But he is representing that star, T Green. Shout outs there. And shout outs to Mr. John Luna again, making an easy access now to everybody to get into the automatic raffle. Automatically, you don't have to worry about your name getting picked, the 4 names like we did this month for November. These names are all automatically in. And if I got 5 on it, I got 5, and we got 5 names. So, we really got 15 names, 15 spots open. I like to say that to fill it up. But we will do it.
I am feeling
till the second half starts.
I am feeling the Christmas spirit.
Oh, really?
LT may be allowed to enter per my decree.
Enter what? The raffle?
Yes, since he technically did drop the.
He's one short.
True. That's right. So then
LT. Let me handle that.
LT.
You can't speak for me when I got it right here in front of me. But yes, LT. Yeah. That's up to the wife there. But you're one away. I guess you can say I gotta be fair across the board, especially for you Eagle fans. But yes, in the end, even though you guys won the division the first time since 2005, when the last time we had a back-to-back winner with the Eagles.
Don't worry, that's the only thing they're going to break.
Well, hopefully they break themselves. But I like to see this guy break. Sirianni. Fuck you, Sirianni. And fuck the Eagles. Cry, Eagles, cry. On the road to misery in the playoffs.
So
Get ready.
Objectively agree. He does have a very punchable face.
I agree.
Just
there's the games next week.
I'm not a particular
Christmas
person,
Day, Cowboys Washington.
Something about Sirianni does make you just want to just a one little Just,
what happened with Diggs? Anyway. Asked LT. Diggs been injured. He's not been playing with a lot of effort. I think that was him there that blew that play there. I mean, it looks like they're sending McConkey across the field.
Stick Aguilar and Luis Ortiz both in the chat were kind of commenting on the lack of effort from Diggs on a few plays.
Right, we saw the missed tackle. Well, let's see this play here. He's supposed to go outside and stay out there, but he stopped. He lost them. And again, they brought they brought one guy down the middle of the field to take the safety out from getting that corner. That's Trayvon Diggs' job to go all the way to the back. He actually stutter stepped for a second, and that was enough to open up a huge separation. That was on Trayvon Diggs, and that's why he's playing this game, because we're going to see he can't handle this. He cannot handle. Listen, Everfluss is going to be gone. We're going to talk about Everfluss in a minute. You actually are. Turpin's taking it back to the 30 and gets crushed and taken down to the ground.
We make it past
there's a flag. Hopefully not holding.
35.
The thing is that if it's holding, we're going to be on the 10. If it's holding. If it's on them, we're on the 40 or 45.
You see, now, Kenzie Barnes, there you go. You're hopping in a little late here. Missed the beginning discussion where we had about that. Because he's like, man, y'all should want this to happen. The more that this happens, the more likely Eberflus is gone and fired.
I hear you, but we don't cheer for Cowboys to lose ever. Even though we know it's the best thing to get a higher draft pick, we'll get more of our dumb coaches fired. But I will never root against my Cowboys. I cannot physically do it. And that's just the way I am. People are different. I understand why people would like to see the Cowboys kind of lose 3 games and get a higher draft pick. And Everfluss should lose his job no matter fucking what. Case closed. But he's not going to lose it any sooner. And he's not going to lose it because we do bad this game. He's not going to lose it tomorrow. He's going to lose it at the end of the year. And he's going to lose it either way. We run the ball here up the middle with Javonte Williams for a good 6 yards, just pounding. Now, baby, let's talk about. I know we're in offense, but let's talk about Everfluss because Everfluss or whatever it is. He's gonna be Ghana Fluss. It doesn't matter what his name is anymore because he is on his way out of here. We all understand and know it. We got to deal with him for 3 more fucking games, and you see his dumb fucking face right there. What's the situation? Because Jerry Jones was asked after our loss to Minnesota about the situation, the status with Everfluss. He's the right coach for the job on defense, and his response showed that he's not really made up his mind, but it's the first time he's done this all year. By the way, not a great pass by Dak. He was kind of hit. Flournoy, great catch. Late hit. 15 more yards.
There we go.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Hit him again.
Hit who?
I'm trying to hit Flournoy on the ground again.
And then Dak got in there.
Saying
Dak is now punching guys. That's a fight right there. Flournoy got hit.
They hit on Flournoy, and then after that, the team starts. If somebody tries to swipe at him again, so the whole team gets involved. Dak's all up in an offensive lineman's face. Now more people are getting a defensive lineman's face.
Now Harbaugh's in the middle of the field.
Yeah, because he's like, what the fuck?
I see one of those ammonia little things on the field too, little pink ammonia capsules. Look, you can see. Look over his. Look at me right there. That's crazy. That someone's going out to get.
Look, so
is that even a catch?
It is technically a catch. And great job by Flournoy making up for it.
Head to head, helmet to helmet hit. That is the first.
That is a blatant and egregious.
Obvious helmet to helmet. That's 15 yards right there.
He didn't get injured.
And then what happened? This is what I want to see because now he's hurt here. That's why I looked away for a second. I didn't see what happened. Automatic first down, 15 more yards. Flournoy's going to look at. That's a personal foul. So if it was a double foul. That would overrule it. You understand? If it was, let's say it was a holding Cowboys. Yeah. No, we get the personal foul technically with 9 minutes to go.
And so my concern, and I'm sorry, when that happened, because of the way he got hit, he was on his leg. He folded up under his leg and on his ankle, and you see him on the sideline. He's hurt. It obviously
Mingo is in, by the way. Number 81, Mingo. Jonathan Mingo's had like 4 plays this year, 4 snaps, I think, in 2 years. We traded away a 4th rounder for him. He's done nothing. He's done shit for us. So right now, Dak under center, 1st and 10. We got motion for Turpin. We run the ball up the middle with Javonte Williams. Gets another 8 yards.
There we
go. Pounding the ball. Again, like you said, the biggest plus is that we found some semblance of a running game with Javonte Williams, our offensive line. But you know what? And my brother told me this when we had the Cardinal game. Clayton Adams is a very good offensive line coach. And is also working with Schottenheimer with the run game. So these are the things where you see Clayton Adams as the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys knows how to work the offensive line and
we had
working a running game.
Merry-go-round all year, and it somehow was not the biggest problem on this team.
Able to run the ball consistently, more consistent than we've had since the good years of Zeke. So that's going for the end zone here. Deep pass to Pickens. Down Pickens. Yeah, I saw him loading up. I'm like, he's got him. Touchdown Cowboys. Pickens is in the end zone. He's climbing into the fucking
stands.
He's climbing in the stands with his family over there looking at all the fans. There we go. That's Pickens touchdown. And the Cowboys take the lead 16-14. Let's update the score. And we celebrate here. I know it hurts we're going to go from the 12th pick to the 13th pick. Ooh, I'd rather fucking win.
Exactly.
Let's go.
I'm with you 1,000%. So let's talk about one of the men
that's coverage. Us. Great coverage. But a better move by Pickens and even a better separation. It was neck and neck, and somehow it's just long strides.
I know.
He pulled away from the defender, Pickens. Great pass by Dak. He had a couple bad ones to CD earlier. Great pass by Dak Prescott. Touchdown Cowboys. Up 17-14 because your jersey, 17. We got 17 points.
Saying.
And we got T Green with that 5 on it, and he's automatically in for another entry. T Green in the place to be.
He said, we need a big drive on offense here.
Gotcha, T.
Go Cowboys. Gotcha, I see a CD TD next.
Ooh. Well, let's take it one at a time. We got a nice Pickens TD. That's going to stop on
you know what? Yeah. I'm feeling it, right? We started with Flournoy. Now we got Pickens. We need CD to complete the...
throwing Turpin a little later, and we're good.
And you know what's funny? We actually did try that. Turpin was one of our touchdown targets, and we had to settle for that field goal. So it does feel like today, is a receiver... believer situation.
Believer.
And there it is, Text 2005. He said with his $10 holler, finally got that Pickens touchdown.
Yeah, you've been calling it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you've been waiting for 2 weeks. For like 2
you've been calling it. He got the Pickens, the 3 TD. Now we're up by 3.
It's like you're waiting for the beat drop, and we're here.
We're here 2 weeks. We're still
Thank
waiting.
you so much, Tex
There it
2005. Thank you so much, T Green. Appreciate you guys. And again, other people in the chat, you guys are bringing up some great points, and that's what, like.
This is
And
why
we don't
you
talk
gotta
about
see
it now
these
whenever we
guys.
talk about it, but let's go ahead and dive into it like we said. We know the thing holding us back. Like we said, it's not Pickens. It's not CeeDee Lamb.
And it's not
It's
Dak.
not our offense.
It's not. It offense has their issues. They could be improved. There's
Of
things that can be
course.
done, but there's
They're
not
not
the
the
issue.
problem.
The
The problem
biggest
is the
issue
defense.
when the offense can't score, it's the offense's fault. No, because
So-
defense doesn't do their part.
So when the
99%
defense is
of
this
the
bad,
time.
even Jerry Jones was forced to comment on it. Right? And that's basically where we got. Because now that we're officially eliminated from the playoffs, Jerry Jones has... Okay.
Well, no, because I got to say it the right way, baby. Because, but let me explain. This was right after the game where we're not eliminated from the playoffs yet.
Okay.
At that point. Jerry's always going to play we got a chance still, guys.
Yeah.
But he kind of he started to show his first cracks after our loss to Minnesota. And the reasoning, I bring this up, and we're going to talk about this now, is because Jerry Jones, specifically him, Jerry Jones, this guy, he specifically has never, every time they ask him about Everfluss since week 2, they're like, he's good, he's staying here, we want to see what he can do. He's our guy. And this is the first time after the game, we weren't out yet, we're out after last night's game. But this was last week's game, Sunday Night Football. We lost to Minnesota. After the game, they talked to Jerry Jones about Everfluss. And that's what I'm asking you. What do they say about Everfluss?
So again, he was straight up just directly asked, you still think Everfluss is the right guy for the job?
Jerry Jones said.
Jerry's like, well, the adjustments that we should be making should be within these next 3 games in mind. With 3 games left in the short time we've got to play them in, that'll impact any adjustments you make regarding coaching with the time frame you're dealing with, and that's a legit question.
So first time he's ever said that. He's always said, no, he's the coach.
Is Jerry basically just trying to say, like, regardless of whether our season is over or not, if Everfluss does good these next 3 games, he might stay.
He's saying that, but I think by saying that, he's saying he's cutting him. Like he's gonna fire him.
It's
a block in the back, but Logan will. No, who's that? 25 with a great tackle.
To me, I take that more as Everfluss is fired. It's everybody else that's getting a chance to. You said this earlier.
Yep.
Defense, other assistant coaches and other people have 3 weeks to show them that.
But usually, when Everfluss goes, the staff goes with them, and the new staff brings in their guys. But they might keep a couple.
We've seen things go differently. That's why I'm not going into it with assumptions. I'm just saying that obviously there's certain guys, and I'm going back to that original comment by the lunatic way back in the beginning of the stream. Sorensen needs to go yesterday. If there's someone who needs to be taken out with Everfluss, it's him. I'm sorry, our special teams.
From behind. And about a 7-yard gain there. But I know you're saying,
just throwing that out there.
Special teams got issues, but I'm sorry, and I agree, Sorensen he's going to go too. But the bigger issue, even bigger than special teams this year, has been defense. I'm gonna disagree with that.
Now remember, one of the other parts that was discussed is Everfluss thinks players adapt to the scheme.
Right.
Some other people, obviously, like you either think players adapt to the scheme or your scheme adapts to the players.
And
Jerry was asked,
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know. Yeah, I do. But I just want to. I did want to say that. Unfortunately, when I've always said, and I think you said it too, that we always think that coaches should be more adaptable to the players they have on their team. That's the way it's always been in my mind. Because it's hard to put a player who specializes in certain type of coverage, and you're going to put them in a different scheme. You got to adapt your scheme to that player. Sometimes that's what I believe generally should be the rule. Not Everfluss, I don't think, right? I haven't even read it, but I don't even know what happened. But that's what I'm saying. I think the typical thing is you get to mesh that together, but sometimes you just are very stubborn coaching, and then you just got to stick the players in there under your scheme no matter what. So, yeah. So Everfluss said.
Well, actually, Skeptical Fan said with a $5
dollar.
Thank you so much. He said, I need a Mingo touchdown before the offseason.
Number 81, will he get anything since we used up a 4th rounder and didn't get anything from him in 2 years? We'll see.
I mean, I don't want to say bench the starters, but I don't think I should see many starters when week 18 rolls around.
I agree with that. We'll get a Mingo touchdown.
If we're hoping for any Mingo manifestations, it's gonna have to be then, and the Commanders are just beat up enough to maybe get it done.
Well, that's the Giants' last game.
Oh shit! Sorry,
yeah. Commanders are next week. Okay. Giants the end of the year. But yeah, we're talking about this guy here. We're playing defense right now, and shout outs to Mr. Skeptical Fan who's in the raffle for
That's right.
December / the January raffle we do when we do it in January. Quick pass,
Oh,
incomplete
the tip of his
in
hands.
triple coverage, but he was open. Bad pass there and bad catch. Anyways, shout outs there. By T Green's only got 10 points left. He's hanging on. $10 takes
That's right.
the stream boss from T Green.
And by the way, skeptical fan in the raffle, thanks to Mr. Luna. Text 2005 in the raffle.
Yes,
Thanks to Mr. Luna. Of course, T Green got another entry in there. So again, everybody
got
here.
3 T Greens, 2 John Lunas, Sky Johnson, Tex, and Skeptical fans. So
and
far
a partridge and a pear tree.
Yes. So perfect for Christmas time.
Now, yeah, so like we said,
Everfluss.
When it comes to the whole, coaches adapting or players adapting, whatever, like you said, Eberfluss believes, that he thinks that coaches should adapt their scheme. Like, okay.
No. I'm just saying they got that first down.
Jerry thinks that coaches should be adapting their scheme to the players. That's what Jerry believes.
Agrees with, let's say, MCF.
So, and in his mind, the talent isn't the problem. He's saying, I'm satisfied the players we have fit what we're trying to do very well. Of course, he thinks that he's the one who brought him here.
Yeah, of course. He thinks he gets all the credit for the good stuff.
But I also think that's him telling us, the talent you have is fine. Eberfluss is the one fucking it up because so that's him letting you know.
So he's saying to you, it's these players are fine. The scheme is the issue.
Personnel changes,
which gives this guy a little bit of a chance to stay on the team. And trust me, if Jerry can keep him and say, "Hey, look what I did," Jerry will do it. There's a play action, throw it to the outside, 1-on-1. Got to make the tackle, Trayvon. He does.
Now,
good job by Trayvon with the tackle there on 1-on-1.
It's too early to tell, but maybe Eberfluss getting the boot on one particular method might be helping the defense, because if you notice, he's not on the sideline. He's going to be up in the booth. We already saw it earlier, but he's going to be in the booth for the rest of the season, these last 3 games.
3 games in the booth. Does that make a difference? How did we get there?
He said, quote, we think it's going to be a good adjustment.
Now,
Royal I see.
I think it's going to be, again, maybe the players are just sick and tired of seeing him. Maybe it's not a good mesh down there, but it's not like the Quinn thing where they loved and respected him. They don't do that with this guy here. So he's going to be in the booth.
Yeah,
this game and the next
here, by the way, since we're talking about his defense.
2nd and 7. It was at 3rd and 10. They got a first down. Now another first down.
Speaking of first downs, there's
first
another
down.
one.
That one's on
midfield
on Savon Rebel Jr., the rookie. First down for the Chargers as they're driving with Keenan Allen. Now, go ahead, continue, baby. Because he said up in the booth, they're going to make some good. It's going to be a good adjustment, according to Everfluss.
Everfluss was asked to comment on Jerry saying about the evaluating these last 3 weeks. He said, "This is the NFL. Everyone is being evaluated throughout the whole league. That's part of the job."
Told you.
That's very diplomatic answer. And then he asked, does he need that vote of confidence from the front office? He's like, I don't look for a vote of confidence. That to me is like a hypothetical deal. So again, it's about doing your job. I know this is the NFL. We've got to do a good job this week and focus on that, and that's where our feet are.
He's giving you
that sounds like a man who knows he's getting fired.
Yeah, we'll give you the basic answer right there.
So, and now, of course, we can't ask for commentary from the peanut gallery if we don't ask what Stephen Jones is also thinking about what Jerry said and then what Eberfluss said. So here we are. Stephen Jones had this to say as far as Eberfluss being up in the booth and not on the sideline. He's saying, we're just looking for long-term solutions. Coach Schottenheimer is the one who came up with the idea. He sat down with Eberfluss and they came to the conclusion that it would be a good idea. So it sounds like this is maybe genuinely the last-ditch effort for Eberfluss to prove that he might be up for the job.
I think it's trying to like almost shield him. Or
Schottenheimer is like, dude, you're about to get you're about to get beat on the sideline. Go up to the booth before somebody who's worried they're about to lose their job.
I know what you're saying.
Joke, but
I think what he's saying is like, let me shield you as much as possible because these last 3 weeks could probably be tough. We allowed 420 points in 14 games, second most in team history.
I guess my final little.
We allow the most yards, 4th most in our team history.
Maybe Eberfluss is like, I need to be 100 yards away from you because I don't want to catch your stink. Like Schottenheimer is over there, away from me.
I think it's completely. I think it's basically Everfluss has no say anymore from over. Of course, Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, but even over his coach. The coach, there's Everfluss showing him now.
Yeah.
But the coach is saying you need to be away from here. And maybe it'll work different. Maybe it'll work better.
Think it's funny.
Either way, we got a man T Green with another raffle entry.
Ooh. He's
not letting this opportunity go away. We're going to see if Jamal Burton's entry is going to matter for today, for November, because he's in there. He's got his star level for next month.
Yeah.
Set up. But he earned them all on his own by hitting that raffle. And that is why you're going to see his name a lot in this raffle coming up for today. So,
well, T Green saying the thing that we all know. Even if it hurts with a $5 holler, our defense needs help. What will we do in the draft? We need a cornerback, safety, another defensive tackle. So, what do you all think? I'm gonna say
Free agency
something.
first.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say something even more than that.
We're done with
There,
Airflow.
our draft strategy is very simple. Very simple. The Cowboys fuck it up every year because they try to get too cute with it. Best player of it. That's it.
Hmm.
Stop trying to get cute and like go for the guys that you like or you have on your board because that is where we get fucked. When you have a Micah Parsons fall in your lap and the Cowboys are like, "Fuck, I don't care what we had planned. We got to get Micah Parsons. He's the best player available."
Good move.
That's what you do,
Right.
or a CeeDee Lamb, or a whatever. But when we go for the Taco Charltons and the Mozzie Smiths and the because we had them on our board and we did our work and we best player available. At this point, I don't care if it ends up being a full draft of offense and a full draft of defense or some. I don't care. Best player available. That's it.
Well,
Don't get it complicated. Don't get it twisted.
I think it depends on the round. I think it depends on the round.
Best player available.
Okay, I think it depends on the round because if you're in the fourth round, you're not gonna get your eighth receiver. So I think that you got to go with best available with consideration what you drafted, what you need, what you got in free agency. Because if you screw it up a certain position,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that position in the draft, even if it's the best player available. Now, if you foresee one of these best player availables in the first, second round, or in this case, first round, because we don't have a second rounder, if you see one of these best player availables in the first round, then you know what you got to focus on in the later rounds. You can't sit there and say, I'm going to draft the best player available defensive edge rusher, and then the next round pick another defensive edge rusher, and then the third another defensive edge rusher. You just can't do that. So
outside of receiver, like a receiver is the only best player available that I might like.
And even that
potentially just because if we're gonna invest in Pickens and we got CeeDee Lamb and we got Florno and we got all this other stuff going on, we can settle for something else.
Drafting a first round receiver, you got 1A, 1B with CeeDee Lamb, which is not a need right now. It's a very beautiful want, but it's not a need. So that's what I think I agree with you on that. You get a second or third round receiver that can fit the number 2 spot.
That's the only position that you could argue with me
right.
that you might be able to talk me out of. Outside of that, best player available. And we'll get more into that later.
All right.
Just saying
running
that
back,
was my little...
running
that's
back
it.
Running back too. I mean, you said you never wanted that for running back. I'm asking you. Running back. First round. Told you guys. So you get Javonte Williams, sign him back.
I don't know. Just because where we're gonna be at in the first round, like I think you can actually make an argument for running back for me. I'm not joking.
Maybe with Green Bay's pick.
We'll not even that, but
they're that good.
Hey, I'm gonna throw this in there. If that
not
first round running back, if you're telling me not only can he run the ball, but that man can block his lights out, sign me the fuck up. What are our tight ends saying? Like,
Cowboys last year had a chance. Last year had a chance to drop back and go get Travion Henderson, who can block, pick off returns, run, catch.
So again, like I said, outside of receiver, you can absolutely make an argument for me if you told me the best player available in the first round.
Let's say the same thing was this year. It was last year. It happened. I would have taken that Green Bay pick, traded that, got a first round pick done by the Cowboys, got a second pick, traded back to the beginning of the first round, add a second or third round pick, and then you get Travion Henderson. You still get your running back in the beginning of the second round. That's what I would have done. Maybe we do that now.
That equivalent is this year.
Herbert wide open catch.
Damn. Like who is
Trayvon Diggs playing way off. But the thing is
the words out of my mouth. I'm like, who the fuck was
is
back
it
there?
Trayvon Diggs or is it Everfluss telling him to play fucking? Look at this. Look at the coverage again. Trayvon Diggs not great, but this is a zone coverage. It's not a man coverage. I guess it is man. Damn, I don't even know what that was. That was supposed to be. It looked like he was looking for underneath help.
It was back.
He's playing so that's Trayvon Diggs. I don't know what we're doing. It looked like man. So my mistake. But if that's what we're going to see from Trayvon, he's not going to be here next year.
No offense. If I'm Trayvon, I'd be getting myself tripped and breaking a toe.
Well, then, that's the issue for the Cowboys. And I do want to make that mention. They run 7 yards on first down. If Trayvon Diggs,
a live grenade on the field.
If people have to understand this, if Trayvon Diggs gets hurt in this game, the next game, or the game after, we have to pay his salary next year because he's on an injury guarantee. So
Harbaugh is so funny on the sideline.
If we end up, if Trayvon Diggs, hopefully not, Perrion Winfrey's in the game now. First game he's played in like 2 months. Or actually, maybe the whole year. Actually, he's undrafted and he's finally in the game playing. He's always been inactive the last 5 weeks. But if Trayvon Diggs gets injured, and hopefully he won't, we have to pay his contract next year, which means we got to keep him. That looks like they almost fumbled there. Did not get Osa was in there. Cowboy Diva was in there. Murray was in there about time. He does something. Malik Hooker's in there. So Cowboys got a good stop. Now it's third down. Here we go. We got the raffled in. We got the raffle sewn and locked and loaded for the first round. I mean, for the first half. We're gonna have a second half raffle to get other people to get a chance to get in this thing and keep it going. But right now, we got ourselves 9 solid names in this thing. We got
Mhm.
4, I think. One, two. We got 4 from T Green. We got 2 from John Luna. He also gave it one of his to Sky Johnson, Skeptical Fan and Tex, who are also in this raffle for the month of December, which we'll do around the first week of January or so. Keep that in mind. But we're doing a raffle today. Today, halftime or end of the game, probably halftime. We're gonna find out who wins the jersey for the month of November. I know we're the 21st of December already, but there's a lot of holidays, a lot of stuff going on, family in town. We're gonna do a lot of streams.
Yeah, and
So we got it now
a
for you
raffle's
guys.
not something we necessarily want to rush. We want to
Yeah,
make sure
we
we
want to make
have
sure we got
everything
the
done right.
we want to make sure the people are here. We want to make sure you guys are available to be here for the raffle. So we're doing it. I'm gonna try to push for halftime. Here we go. We got 30 seconds before halftime. Chargers are driving. They're going to get almost sacked, not sacked. 3rd and 5, he flicks it. First down, touch.
Not quite touchdown, but
About
first
to
and
be.
goal on like
Keenan
the
Allen
inch.
on the 1-inch line with 20 seconds left. Who calls a timeout? If it's me, I'm the Cowboys. I mean, I guess it doesn't even matter anymore. It is, I don't know. If I'm the Cowboys, you're not going to really, if I'm the Cowboys, I call timeout because we got Brandon Aubrey.
I know, but LT cracks me up. You know what he said? He said he had to get to church. I'll be back post game. I'll pray for y'all's downfall. Like I think I was praying for my Eagles to lose in the playoffs. So
We don't have to pray for that. We know
I
it's
say,
you know what's going to happen to the Eagles.
I think you know which side of the pew fall on there.
But I don't have to pray for that because I know the Eagles are going to be out of the playoffs. They're going to be out in the playoffs. So no praying needed. And hey, for our season, it's already over. You don't waste your prayers on that.
I know.
Anyways, listen, 2 seconds saved on the clock for some reason. I want to just say, let me just say this because this to me is a difference in maybe the game. Because I know we get the ball first, Chargers get the ball second half. They're probably going to score a touchdown here. But my question is, why did they call timeout? Like, I guess they called timeout because the Cowboys didn't call it. But if I'm the Cowboys, I would call timeout from here on out. Why? You got Brandon Aubrey. 2 plays and a timeout is a field goal from 67, 68, 66.
I mean, yeah, going into halftime. And remember,
And they get the ball.
with the ball.
They
first,
get the ball first. They're going to take the lead here.
I was just about to remember.
First and goal on the inch line, and Herbert gets in.
Yeah.
Touchdown, like I told you. It's a touchdown for them.
I know, but we still have, like you said,
We have enough time.
Enough time and 2 timeouts.
That's my
to
point.
Squeak out
a field goal attempt. Could this make your dreams come true? And I know you're not gonna get your hopes high, but this is
for Christmas is a Brandon Aubrey field goal breaking record breaking field goal.
And this we need a 68-yard field goal. 66-7 is the record.
Yeah, because
6-8.
My Huevo already got to it
from
earlier
Jacksonville.
this season.
Little Cam Little, little Cam Little.
So
20-17 right now. They're about to hit the extra point with 19 seconds. No time goes off the clock on the extra points. So he makes it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
sorry, weird angle.
He almost missed it.
Oh man, Herbert fucked up his hand again. He was kind of checking it out. Looked like it had a cut. And I saw someone ask earlier, like, "Oh, is Herbert's hand still hurt?"
I think he got hurt on the run there. He whatever the injury was, it got worse on that run. But he's all right. He's all right.
But no, I think Herbert's hands are okay now.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be all right.
Like he doesn't have the mix that he had that one game.
Yeah, the last week.
Now, Kenzie Bands does have a question. That was pretty interesting. He's like, hey, let me ask you guys a question. What if all of a sudden the defense starts playing lights out? I'm talking like the best we've ever seen in years. Right. You know, like how do you even react? Like, what do you do moving forward?
It's fool's gold. You don't fall for it. Just because they have nothing to lose, just because they look better now. You can say maybe they learned the defense a little better, the scheme. We don't really have half our team really not even in there. So I'm not judging it on much.
Yeah, to me at most it just means that maybe you make a few different personnel decisions. Like maybe now you're like, okay, like a few guys showed a little more promise than you thought. Maybe they get an extra tryout. Maybe they get to stay an extra year. Maybe use work. Just saying that to me is the most that could happen in that situation. But realistically speaking, yeah, we're going up against 2 teams that are also out of the playoffs.
Yes. The next 2
that
weeks.
are also very banged up and hurt.
This Charger team is very good. This is the best team we're going to face the rest of the year. But we got divisional games, which you know how that means. That means it's always going to be a little tougher than they normally are anyways, divisionally speaking. But it is the Giants in Washington. They have nothing to play for other than to beat the divisional team, the Cowboys, right? And they're not even knocking us out of the playoffs. So it's like they have nothing to even be proud about beating us about other than just we beat the Cowboys. And for us, it's more about just, same thing for the Cowboys. So to me, it's more like preseason, the next 2. It's divisional preseason for the Giants,
Yeah.
Washington, and the Cowboys.
And at least,
and that's who we're playing the next 2 weeks.
From my perspective, I'm definitely looking at, like skeptical fans said he'd love to see Mingo. Like, I'm looking at
let's see
those
some
types
guys.
of things. For example, you want to know someone who actually could show something these next 2.5 games?
Jaden Blue?
No, I was actually going to say Turpin.
Yeah.
I feel like Turpin
No one
has
him,
played himself out of this team, off of this team. The only way he maybe might be able to save himself is if he has a big moment on special teams and could show a little bit more of what he was showing earlier this year on offense. T. Green.
I think the key is, I think special teams, he stays. It's not his fault. Can you get the dog?
Yeah, of course. But his $2 holler is super quick. Thank you so much, T. Green. He's like, who gets the ball first after the half?
They do.
The Chargers.
Yeah.
Now, let me go get the dog.
I was listening to the caller. You have to, but because it's in my eyes, I can't see. But
she's wet. So.
I do think that there's Turpin. I don't think Turpin is an issue on special teams. I think it's more Sorensen is the issue. I mean, Turpin's going down hard, and that hit right there, he just hit the ground as hard as you can hit it. But
there's things that have nothing to do with Sorensen, like that cutesy fair catch or not.
No, I agree.
That's not. I agree. I'm sorry, that's not Sorensen.
He made some mistakes, but he also did some good plays this year in the sense of had some good run back, put us in good field position a lot of the season in the first half. My point is, I think we're cutting him short. The biggest issue for him, he's short, but the biggest issue for him is the offensive usage. I don't think we can use him that much on offense. We got to find Flournoy, keep him there as our third receiver, or Mingo, whoever it's going to be, but keep Turpin in there as our fourth guy for specialty plays. There he's getting the catch, and even just that little touch to get him knocked down almost broke him in half. Now, I want the volume on. 8 seconds. 2nd and 3, but I don't care about that. It's about getting close enough for a field goal attempt. That's the key here. So
we're using a timeout.
Of course. We're out to 30. We needed at least 15 yards to have a 70-yard kick. We need 15 yards probably because we got that return, which is stupid, and we were forced to return it. It was a forced return. It was kicked on the 1, so we take the time off the clock. We fair catch that. We get it at 35. Now you need 10 yards. You got a chance. But now we need 20 yards total, right? We only got 7 there, so we need another 15 yards to have a chance. The career long, of course, by Aubrey is 65. The record was 66, broken by Cam Little with the 6-7. So we need to get a 68 or longer, I think, to break the all-time record. That's going back, looking. He's got 8 seconds. He's going to throw it. It's over. He's taking a sack. That's just whatever the fucking play was. I'm going to tell you, number 1, it was stupid. Number 2, no one was open. Number 3, Dak just ate the sack. Because when your coaches give you some stupid fucking plays, and it's at the end of the half, just don't throw a pick. Don't fumble. Just take the sack or throw it out of bounds. End the fucking half, and it is halftime. I will let you hit the chat. I think you got your break already. I'm not sure. I know you had taken a little stand-up break earlier.
I was in a
little situation. I know. I was forced. I know that, but if you need a break, you can have to take it. I'd
rather do the.
I want to get the raffle done too.
I want to do the raffle first.
Yeah.
But let me go ahead and just hit up the chat.
Hit up the chat, and I'm going to reset the. I'm going to say this: get your last entries in now, right now. $5. It's a 5-minute $5 sale. Basically, you get $5 because of John Luna doing his thing.
Yeah.
You get automatically in the raffle for this month, which is going to be done. The raffle is done next month. Today's raffle has already been set in stone.
Quick, get your Aubrey jersey before he.
Hurry up! You can pick any team, you can put your own name in the back. Because they never trade me. They're never trading MCF. So they're never going to trade you guys. You're a true fan, no matter what. You can never get rid of us. Or All-Star, or Hall of Famer in the past. There's a million different jerseys to pick from. Literally, every player in the league, any 5 or 6 major sports, college, basketball, football, whatever. Baseball, hockey, soccer, you know it. Anyway, that's what you guys are raffling for. It's sewn and stitched. Fantastic quality. You see us wearing it every damn game. That's
Literally.
the way it is. But we rep the Cowboys.
You've seen this jersey.
We'll see who the winner is.
Consistently all year. And
the winner may not be a Cowboy fan. We've had that. We have to ship out a other team's fan. LT wins, we're fucked. But I don't know if LT's in. He might be in this raffle from last month. So we'll see. I think he's got his name in there for this upcoming raffle today. But for the new raffle, I don't think he's in there yet. So we'll see.
Now.
Yeah, hit up the chat real quick.
And yes,
last chance for your raffle entries.
Kind of combination shout outs and comments here too. But the Lunatic, much love. We have Martin Holland in the house saying, "Can we win the game with a field goal or a touchdown?" Obviously, not quite yet.
Not yet.
But we're all, I mean, I don't know if happy is the word, but I think we're all glad we're still hanging in there. It's 21-17. Could be better, could have been worse. We have a chance. We're still in the
Since
mix.
that we have a chance,
I'm more
is
concerned about the
major.
fact that obviously the Chargers get the ball second half. One of the things I saw the stat, didn't really care about it at the moment, didn't want to interrupt you, but I think the last 6 games we've allowed the team to score a touchdown on their opening drive,
Mm,
like the last 6 games in a row consistently, and we
That's
usually
embarrassing.
tend to be very bad at stopping teams in the second half
Mm.
from scoring when they get the ball too. So might be a stat we
Mm.
want to turn around.
Fix.
One of the things that, at least again, when you're talking about what are we doing now that might carry over into next year, I don't want to jinx it. The penalties have been consistently going down a little bit, just a tiny bit,
A little bit, but we still have
tiny
making way
bit.
too
But
many issues.
we're still the most
If
penalized team
I,
in the NFL, if I'm not
well,
mistaken.
I
So
don't know about that, but I think we're definitely top three. I can say that almost confidently. We're
yeah,
top three in penalties, and we were number one at a certain point this
yeah.
year in the league in
So
the season.
just something that definitely needs to be addressed, looked at, considered. Like the only one that I'm willing to give some slack to are a few of the offensive line ones, just because, like I said, we had an offensive line carousel there for a while,
Hmm.
and there was a lot going on. Not saying
I
it's
agree.
okay, just saying that
I
that one's
know.
at least understandable. Anyway,
By the way,
Caballero,
oh,
Cap 52, he's like, defense is straight
you're right.
trash,
You're right. He's being honest. He's being honest about it.
as
Defense
opposed to
looks
the
like
game
fucking trash.
but T Green, much love, who,
T
by the way,
Green.
he's been rocking and riding it here. Chris Ozell saying the players and the Eberflus defense has to go. A complete overhaul is needed.
Well, I mean, again, some players are not going to go, and
Based
maybe
off
maybe
Jerry's
all the coaches will go, but
based off Jerry's comments, he, like I said, it kind of sounds like we're not going to see as much personnel turnover as maybe we would like or
I know,
expect.
but I do want to say it is Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones will tell you we're not going to see much, and then fires everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You just know you can't take Jerry Jones's word as solid.
Yep.
He's always playing games, but I will say, like it's, it's telling when it starts as like Everfluss is not going anywhere to like we got to evaluate him. That is a downgrade of Everfluss, and that's why we made it known on this channel that that's an important thing to take out of Jerry Jones's comments. Oh, bullshit about we're gonna do this or we're gonna fuck him. I don't care what Jerry Jones says. But when he's like, when you see a change from like this is great, and then we're gonna evaluate. That tells you the answer. I don't need to know what Jerry's thinking
Yeah.
anymore. I know the answer. It's sorry,
Yeah.
but
No more evaluation
yeah.
needed. Like,
Now I do want to say we reset the goal for the second half, and Caballero, the first one to hit the goal for the second half. Round 52. Much love to you.
him. He's
What do
one
you
of the
say?
OGs here.
With the 5 on it. And by the way, we're 19 away from getting, again, if we just do it one by one, we get 4 names out of there and we put them in the raffle for, for December / January raffle. Calvin Richard with the second one. You see what I mean? We're getting there already. We got 2 down. If we get a huge drop by John Luna or someone like that, X or something like this, we call it a Luna drop. If you get one of those, then everybody's automatically in for this raffle of December for January. We're going to do it. So right now we got 2 names possibly
Okay.
in.
Cap 52 and Calvin Richard.
And Calvin
Thank you
Richard.
so much to both of you. Cap 52 with his $5 holler. He
Much
said,
love.
fuck the Eagles.
Fuck the Eagles.
In
Fuck
case you didn't hear
Philly.
it, let me say it again. Fuck the Eagles.
And fuck Philly. The same team?
He said, I feel bad for our defense. Our defensive coordinator has to go. So
100%.
again,
No doubt.
no, I definitely feel more on the Cap 52 side of things, in the sense of I feel bad for our defensive players, because even the ones that suck
worse.
even more with Eberfluss.
And
And I
it's
can't
shittier, yeah.
imagine having my career, my life dependent on this dumb fuckwit who's screwing us. So yeah,
Devontae Alvarez
it
says
sucks.
Alvarez is gone, and I agree 100%. Yeah.
Calvin Richard, thank you so much,
Calvin
because
Richard
his
in the
$5
house.
holler, he
Boom.
said, I just checked the score. This organization is complete garbage.
You know, we always say this. We say this since the first days of 9 years. We're 8.5 years on this channel, 9 seasons under the belt here, doing this torture. And I say torture, it's fun with you. You guys help us through it. Without you guys, I don't know what we would do here. But I will
Like,
say,
we'd have to have like billboards and announcements
I don't
begging
know.
Cowboy fans not to drink themselves to death.
This is the best announcements we can do here. But I'll say this. So is the clown show that's the problem? Oh, they're the problem in the sense that I hate them.
I
But
love it.
the circus that Jerry Jones and the Stephen Jones clown circus that they have in training camp in the season, it's whatever it takes for them They always win. All these guys, the whole Jones family, they got their money's worth out of this season again. That's what they always do. So yeah, fuck Jerry Jones, fuck the clown show, fuck Stephen Jones as well. They're the problem they're the real root problem of this organization. But you got to overcome that. And we haven't done that for now. It's going to be officially. I hear people saying stupidly 31 years. They don't know how to count. This will be 30 years. 95, 96 season is 2025, 2026 season. That's 30 fucking years. We're not going to, that 95, 96 season was when we won the Super Bowl 96 in January. That's the last time we ever smelled any kind of playoff that deep, so to speak. And I'm talking about conference championships. Nothing. No Super Bowl appearance, no Super Bowl win, no Super Bowl appearance, no conference championship appearance. Obviously, no conference championship win either.
Disappointment and sadness.
Thank you, Jerry, you fucking piece of shit. Jeremy Betts, though.
Not thank you to Jerry. Thank you to Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Don't get it twisted now. Don't put that on his name. Thank you, Jeremy Betts. Much love.
I said Jerry.
Yes. I was just trying to make a joke because I already said it.
It's very close to the name. We know it's Jeremy is up here and Jerry is down here. Fuck you, Jerry Jones.
And he's saying
Jeremy
it with the $5 holler. There's really nothing to say. It's Dak, the offense, or nothing.
And that's listen, we are, whether you agree with Dak, like Dak, or think he's overpaid, the point is, we have to play.
This is the horse that we have.
We have to utilize the guys that make Dak the best around him. That's the way it's got to be if you want to utilize the most from your quarterback and get the most out of a $60 million guy. Exactly. So that's where I say, whatever it takes to help the offense stay good, you got to do for Dak Prescott because you're paying so much money. The defense, we lost Micah. The money's not there. We got to retool the defense, and without that consistency on both sides, we're gonna have shitty years like this. Shout outs once again to
T Green and Cab 52, who, by the way,
back to back
just took over the stream boss.
Who took over? Cab
52.
Boom with that star.
But T Green came first. He's like, hold up, wait a minute, I helped with that $2 holler.
No, he actually put himself up to because he was
true.
The guy running the board. Now he's.
But he said, "What's your score prediction for this game?" Oof. I mean, based on the way that it's going,
right now it's oof.
It is feeling like the Chargers might be sniffing 40.
I think 35 for them, 38 is realistic for the Chargers for us.
But the fact that our offense is still hanging on, I see us going over 32.
Yeah,
it's now again. That's
38-31 final score for me.
That's okay. There you go.
Is that what you're gonna say?
I'm not even joking. That's literally what I had in my head. So get out of here, Oz Proman. Whatever the fuck his guy's name is. But
I'm reading your mind, baby.
But yeah, I would say something around 38-31, even like 42-31. It just something like
our defense won't be able to stop this.
So
over and over again.
And Cat 52 said with his $5 holler that did the takeover. He said, I also feel bad for Dak. He gets hate for stuff that he can't control. Again, somehow Dak Prescott is supposed to run the offense, catch every ball, run every ball, tackle dudes, kick the ball, play defense, play special teams, be the coach, draft guys. It is now. This is not to take away from when Dak messes up, but absolutely, he gets so much stuff put on his doorstep.
I just want to say two things.
It is insane.
When you get $60 million when you're the quarterback of America's team, that happens. Okay. That happens, and it's not fair, but it happens. I'm just letting you know.
The thing is, Dak, I think, is very cognizant of the fact that he's basically the lightning rod. He's the public lightning rod.
He takes the hits for everybody. Yeah,
and
that's the job of a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, getting $60 million, and that comes with the territory. I don't feel as bad for Dak as some of you guys feel bad.
And you know what? It is hard to be as mad as Dak or as mad at Dak. Because he's never run away from responsibility when it is on him. He doesn't, we've heard him say, yeah, I sucked. Yeah, I played like shit. Obviously he didn't say quite like that, but he's like, yeah, I played like shit today and that was on me and I fucked up. Obviously there's only so far you can take that accountability, but it certainly makes up for it when you know that he's not out there, waking up at 8 a.m. in a casino or whatever. He's not the reason.
He's the first one there, last one gone. He's the hard worker. He might not be able, he's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Mahomes. But he needs the players around him to make him better.
Jerry Jones said it himself. You adapt your scheme to the players you got.
I know, but that's what the Cowboys are doing on offense a little bit, not on defense. On offense, I see it happening a little more. Now, I'm going to take my camera off here, baby. We're going to fuck around.
I know. Now third quarter
we're going to find out. Exactly. So let's do this raffle right now. Oh shit! What happened there? My McAfee subscription has
expired.
I don't know what that.
Oh,
I think it's a.
Is that a spam?
I don't know, baby. I have to check it. I need you to, you can. I'm gonna.
Like this because we haven't done this pretty much the whole stream. Bad YouTubers that we are. Hit like. Thank you so much to everybody here chilling, hanging with us. Take a second to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That seems like a virus.
Baby, you don't. Yeah,
Can you
it's
just
bullshit.
here?
It's what it is. It's bullshit.
Okay,
Yeah,
so then
but yeah,
open the what's it called with the little Windows button, the thing, and you just gotta
I know.
yeah, you just
It's
have to
not
close
that
it.
though.
I know
It's
you're gonna
not.
have
It's
to
a. There's
reset
a
it.
bigger issue though that I have to now reset everything. So,
Mm.
anyways, it might take a minute here. Just
It's okay, it happens. But like I said, hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys can follow us anywhere and everywhere at My Cowboys Family, of course. Also, hop in the Discord. Link for that is in the description box down below. And we do have to take a second here to shout out the people making MCF happen. We have the sponsor of the month,
X 2005. Much love to
repping it.
him, Caballero. Cat 52 is the stream boss. We
And
got
T Sticky,
T Sticky,
Cash
yes.
App Queen.
Cash App, the queen of the Cash App with the gifting champion, Jet Li 44. Much love to him. The gifting leader is Indian Boogie. The Cash App leader is Skeptical Fan. The overall leader currently right now, I want to say it's JD Burton, but not far behind is John Luna in second place.
That's right.
It's a battle to the end. Now, let's see who wins this jersey as we kick this second half off. Let me see.
Hopefully it's actually working this
That's
time.
it. There it is.
Yay.
All right.
Okay,
So,
good.
guys, it's just one thing here. Just going to do it once. I want to show you really quickly who's in this thing. I hope everyone can see it. We got John Luna, Aussie, Tex, who again, the monthly winner,
Yeah.
Tex there. They also got the pre-raffle winners, four of them. Tex, T Sticky, Bobby Bottles, and Skeptical Fan. With Cab, T Green, Jeremy Betts, Indian Boogie, Marco Seppian, another Tex. Unknown Ninja, Jet Li, J.D. Burton, and all J.D. Burtons right there. That was from the one time that we hit.
Yeah.
You guys hit it. So, and maybe explain to them. I know we're starting the third quarter, but I don't care right now. We're doing this. That's what counts right now for the fans, for the family. That's number one.
Yeah.
So,
LT, wrong raffle, wrong raffle.
wrong raffle. That's going to be the raffle is going to be for the January one we do for December. You, I think, are in. Well, I don't think he's in. He might be in from a previous one, but I think he's one. I don't know. Anyway, the point is he'll be in that one. Yes.
Making it clear that this is from November's raffle that we just did not get the chance to do on our last live stream.
Correct. We were supposed to do this last live stream, guys. We were very busy. And we will get it done this one for sure, obviously. But I do want to show everybody what they could win. T Green, 214 with that $2 holla. What did he say real quick though before we do this?
Draft in the first round with our 2 picks.
Oh,
best player available.
Best player available. Best player available, probably. Or trade down the second pick and get a second rounder and a third rounder back for that late first rounder from the Packers. And then you get everybody you need. You get 3 solid players rather than just 2 really solid players. You get 3 really solid players. Anyways, maybe real quickly, a 2nd and 8. I'll explain. It's third quarter, but we'll do this raffle no matter what. As Herbert goes back to pass, has all the time in the world, goes deep. Oh boy. And they catch it against Malik Hooker for about a 50-yard gain. What a great stunt. Great job by our defense. God, what a big So, you can win this from any sport. You don't have to be forced to get a Cowboy jersey. After we're playing, I wouldn't blame you.
There's always the offense.
Yeah.
It just cracks me up. What a fucking play, guys. This sucks.
We know it.
I know.
The thing is, you can get a jersey of your name in the back. You want to rep that star, you get a jersey, soccer jersey, college football jersey, college basketball, NBA. You can get a freaking, a hockey jersey. I got a Whalers one I give. A baseball, MLB. So, shitload of choices, guys. You get your own name on the back. You get a number, any customized way you want it in that sense, name or number. Any player in the world you want in any of these major sports. And we're going to see it now, who wins this thing when it comes to the raffle. Now, again, maybe I was going to say sewn and stitched is one of the main things here. It's not just your press-on styled jerseys, you know what I mean? So that's always a nice addition in my opinion.
As you can see, our dog highly objects to lower quality jerseys.
Yeah. So let's get it going, baby. I know this dog's going to get ripped out of life right now in about a minute. The run there by the Chargers, they get about 5 on 2nd and 10. So
I got her.
So now we got it. Now
let's go.
Let's get this raffle. You can't see us, but now we're gonna see who wins this raffle. Good luck to all, and to all a good night. All right, let's get it going. Here we go. Submit. And who wins?
The winner.
Chicken dinner. The winner is John Luna, the star level. The man who makes it happen here pretty much all 6 months, 7 months, 8 months he's been here. John Luna, the big winner.
The big kahuna.
The big kahuna, John Luna, with the win right there. Shout outs to John. 3-6. Can we get a break? We get a sack. John Luna with the win. John Luna gets us the sack. And that's Frank Clark right there. I'm sorry, Kenny Clark with the sack.
I was going to say Frank Clark.
Fourth down. I know, Frank Clark, the black Frank White. Anyways, we got John Luna. Congratulations, the winner of the jersey raffle for the month of November.
Just head us up and let us know.
Let us know what you want to do with it. What you want. Hey, by the way, I think that do we have another one from him? When we started to get. I know the Dak Prescott one. I thought we need to know the couple things I've been asking. John Luna, you got to check your Discord, so you know I need to get the info on that jersey as well. But John Luna, another jersey winner. Yes, quarterly winner. No, monthly winner. Much love to the great John Luna. Another one, as we say here.
Unfortunately, Dicker the Kicker.
Another one.
Good for them. That sack just saved us.
Yeah, we got a sack by Clark. Saved us at least 4 points. And now it's 24-17. We're a touchdown away getting the ball back. But let's get back to business here. Back to the game. And, baby, hit up the chat real quick.
Of course.
Congrats again to Mr. John Luna, the great. We'll see what happens for next month. Who wins it? Maybe LT gets his Philly jersey from us. I don't know. Hopefully. Sorry.
Now,
Mr.
Cat 52.
Hopefully not.
He said, in my opinion, if Dak had been with the Niners, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Rams, the Bills, the Broncos, one of those types of teams, that he would already have a ring.
I think better coaching would have given him a better shot.
I think the Niners.
Dan Marino never won a ring, and he was a great coach.
The Niners
a great receiver, quarterback.
The year that the Niners made it to the Super Bowl, I think, is a great example of a Dak-like quarterback. Not saying that Brock Purdy is like Dak, just saying that at the level that he was playing at that time, I would say they were playing at similar levels, even if they're different style quarterbacks, right? And yeah, you can get it done with a quarterback who is just slightly above average. Dak has gone from, I think, slightly above average to solidly above,
top 10 easy. Top 10.
And that is genuinely from his own hard work and his growth and his experience and all that stuff. But no, I'm not expecting him to somehow wake up tomorrow and start looking like Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers.
That's never going to happen.
Something So accept what you do have with Dak. And one of the things that I think the Cowboys did a disservice was trying to force Dak to be like other quarterbacks instead of leaning into the things that made him so good, which was his mobility. Again, you don't need to run Dak to have him be a mobile quarterback and lean into that. It's one of the reasons we've seen him succeed more these last handful of years, because McCarthy said, fuck that bullshit. We're going to start moving away from some of that, right? That helped get us to here.
Right. But, I still think there's so much.
Yeah, like you said, we got to accept who Dak is.
There's still more stuff, though, that I don't think we've gotten the most out of Dak. And I say that just because of poor coaching. I don't see enough rolling Dak out. At this point in his career, I don't know if it's worth it anymore. I've been saying this for 10 fucking years. And when they do it, we do great. Up-tempo offense. We need to do that more often. Have motion while you're snapping the fucking ball. I've said this for 9 seasons on this channel. If you include 10 before we were on this channel, I've been saying it from the beginning. Roll them out. Play action, roll out.
Yep.
Give them 2-3 level of options. That's number one. You help Dak. Who gives a fuck who your players are? That's coaching. Another that's one of those things you gotta, I said it in the past, run Dak more, make him more. But at this point, it's too late for that.
Yeah.
But you roll them out. You extend the play automatically.
Here's one for you too, baby, that I want to ask you.
That's where the Cowboys have failed in multiple ways, whether it's up-tempo, whether it's snapping the ball on motion. That helps Dak.
Yeah.
And they're hurting Dak by not doing these things more often. And that's been for 10 fucking years.
LT said, MCF, MCW, I hate to insinuate quitting. You think the defensive players quit on Eberflus? And what could Eberflus even say during halftime to the players to
Number one, first of all, Turpin ran back to the 42, but it's a flag, probably a hold on us, so it's all wasted. As usual, it's not Turpin's fault. That's special teams, Sorensen. When it comes to defensive players quitting, I think the players on defense holding Cowboys. I think the Cowboys defense, for the most part, and you can see, I'll use Trayvon Diggs as the example. I think from the beginning,
they never bought in.
Eberflus was never part of this team in the sense of he was the guy. Now, a lot of that has to do, I'm going to say it with Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones fucking it up. I think there was an install back in March where Everfluss had an idea for this defense to play a little bit more zone because we had Micah providing a lot of pressure, and we can come there and then, kind of throw, sneaky little underneath, picks and coverage routes that we can kind of get in lanes. But when you don't have any pressure, which we just lost
Right.
4 yards on a run there for us, when you don't have any pressure with your front four, that defensive scheme does not work. You need adjustment. Everfluss didn't adjust. It's hard to adjust when you already have an installed defense in there. You can reteach your defense. It's going to look worse.
Yeah.
So I understand the issues with Everfluss. The problem is that even with the help he was given, he didn't show any kind of true adjustments out of the half. He didn't show any true adjustments throughout a season. You still make adjustments throughout a season. I've seen very few, if any. That gets the ball out barely to Javonte Williams to get back to where we were. It's 2nd and 13. Now it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, like 3rd and 9 maybe.
3rd and 10 or 9. Either way, it's going to be 3rd and long. It's a problem for the Cowboys, and it's probably going to be a punt for the Cowboys here as we just get under 11 minutes.
I actually see things not differently, but a little bit more simply. And a real world example all of us can relate to. You guys have probably heard the phrase, people don't quit bad jobs, they quit bad managers. That is literally all this is. The organization itself might be great to maybe be under as an NFL player.
Dak's looking, dumps it down, out of the backfield, Lipke, first down. Lipke was questionable. Now, again, last week he also was used on a big 3rd down catch as well, got him like 20 yards. Yeah. So that was about a 20-yard gain there. And we needed 13 or 10 or whatever it was. We got like 15 or 20. Lipke did a little spin. He had the first, but he spun out there. He kind of powered through the first group and then spun for the first down.
A chip block necessarily.
Yeah, chip blocked himself to a first down. We'll take it. He chip blocked right there, bounced off, harder tackle.
It works.
Big fullback type guy, first down Cowboys.
Long story short, people don't quit bad jobs, they quit bad managers. Everfluss is a bad manager. Why would anybody want to fight for him?
Oh, fuck. As soon as we say about Lipke, you know he's undrafted, right? So, of course, he drops an easy pass.
Again, that's because we got too cute, but that's not the point. Anyway.
It would have given us 4 or 5 yards.
That's just how I see it. I think that's the simpler thing. The players you can't lose players that never bought in the first place. And it was pretty clear from training camp that que ya estaban chocando. There was already problems just between, just saying,
right.
The dynamic between Everfluss and Micah was already a little funky.
Yeah, you're right. There was a problem there, and Micah not participating in practice didn't help.
And Trayvon and Bland, if I recall, were both relatively vocal for players and the preseason, kind of saying,
"Oh no, tipped, almost picked."
Man, kind of saying
tipped and almost picked.
That things weren't good.
2nd and 10. Now 3rd and 10 for the Cowboys. Now we got to go another 3rd and 9. Now it's 3rd and 10. We can make another first down. I do want to say, I want to make sure everyone knows. I don't want to hear anybody say they didn't know. Yeah. We're 4:20. Probably when this stream is going to end. Probably when the goal ends is 4:20. But right now we have 4 out of 20 hits on the goal, on the bullseye, on the goal board. 4:20. We need 16 more hits. And we take 4 names and put you in the raffle for when we do it in January for this month of December. So keep that in mind. That's another way of getting in this thing. But if there's a big drop, and again, I'm going to name the last 2 big drops that we had, which was John Luna and Tex. If someone like that drops and covers the entire rest of it, so someone drops 16, bullseyes basically on one drop, the 4 people that are already in this thing and the other 16 that will get in this thing will be automatically entered into this raffle. Yeah. There's no 4 names. It's all the names like we did in the first half. So we'll see what happens in the second half. I know what's happening now. We got to stop the 3 points. You get the ball. Oh, we're in field goal and we're in a 1-score game. It's 24-17 actually. I'll fix that. And we just got basically because of dumb mistakes, the drops by Lipke, whatever you want to call it, we punted the ball. Basically, not 3 and out. Yeah. We got first down after going backwards, and then Lipke gave us a first. Lipke dropped the pass on first down.
Solid punt.
Yeah,
onto their
just wasted a little mini drive there. I still always say this: fuck the Chargers. 0 charge left for them, hopefully, for the rest of this game. But right now, listen, we had 0 charge.
By the way, Cat 52 has 98 points, and he said only the Cowboys hold fucking refs.
I know.
Oh. So Antoine Scott, what's up? Much love.
Antoine Scott representing Bills Mafia.
Sky Johnson, by the way, who said, "Way to go, John Luna," and so did LT. Now, Sam Get It, hopefully I said that right, saying every team in the NFC has made it to the NFC Championship except Dallas after the new millennium.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that.
So,
Washington did it last year. They were the last. It was them and it was funny because in the NFC, it was it was the Lions, then Washington, or the other way around. Washington, then the Lions, and then the Cowboys. So now we know Lions did it 2 years ago,
yeah.
I think, 2 years ago, last year, and then Washington did it 2 years ago. So or last year. My point is, everyone's got to the NFC Conference Championship except for the Cowboys and the NFC. The only teams that have not been there longer are in the AFC, and I know the Browns are one of them
Mm.
for sure. But I think teams even like Jacksonville, I know Jacksonville made it to the conference championship one year in the last decade. So yeah, we in this millennium we are one of the worst teams. T Green though, one of the top droppers today with the $2 holler. What did the man say?
A controversial $2 holler. He said it's time to say it. We need to draft a quarterback.
I'm not necessarily against that. I just think the Cowboys are waiting for the right quarterback, whether it is someone like a Manning that's out there floating around with Texas, or somebody else. That we kind of used our quarterback draft pick on Milton because he gave up a fourth or fifth rounder for him. So now we kind of got our backup for now for this year and next year, but we don't really have a starter after Dak.
I know. I feel like from a contract perspective and from a team perspective, it makes more sense to draft a quarterback in the 2027 draft.
Yeah,
But
probably.
that's just me looking at it that way, like you said.
I also think
If
she's
it
available.
makes more sense to do that with this upcoming
If
draft,
there's better
if
players,
someone falls
yes,
to us, if
yes.
something works out,
I agree.
similar to my whole argument about best player available, you could make an argument for me that why you draft a quarterback in the first or second
My
round.
thing for me is always when you say best player available, I always go to trade down. We have 2 first-round picks. I want to see one of them in trade down.
Okay.
That's the way I look at it because we add a bunch more picks. When trading a first-round pick, you get 2 more picks back, and they're high-value picks.
The way that things are going for us, the chances aren't zero.
I know,
right? I would be happy.
Would you rather have like 2 first-rounders, with your second one being almost a second rounder? Or would you rather just trade back that that late second round pick into the second round and pick up a second and third rounder? You know what I mean? Like I'm trading that first one and getting a high second, and I'm getting, let's say, a low second. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or a high second and a high third.
I am not saying no, and I'm not saying you're wrong.
Right.
What I am saying is that Cowboys history has
shown
they have
fucked up on those picks.
That it not even fucked up on those picks. That moving back tends to not work out for us as well as we would like. And I think that the potential of getting more top tier talent, even if one of those first round picks is maybe closer to a second than not, I think that is better for us, because the problem is that the Cowboys will move down and then expect those second and third round picks to play and to start and to perform in the way that those same 2 first round picks would have. And I just don't see a world where that works out for us on both picks. The odds of us hitting on both first round guys, even if one of them isn't as good, is much higher than us hitting on the 1 first rounder and then the second and the third or the whatever. No way. Oh God, that's that's
Booth. Is that Booth in coverage? 25? There's no flag.
How's that not a flag?
He didn't turn around, but look at the ball was underthrown and it hit him in the back.
I guess it's still.
Who is that?
I almost said Elijah Clark. It's been a long season.
He just won't fucking turn around, will he?
Okay.
Oh, Bridges. Turqueezy. Look,
Bridges.
I
guess it's not a hold because he had his hands.
It's more about turning your back. It's 4th and 1. Are they going to punt?
No, but it looked like to me that he was. That's why I thought he was holding. It looked like he grabbed his shoulder.
To me, you don't turn around. If you run into him and you don't turn around, it could be a flag. But they didn't call it 4th and 1, and they punted the ball, which is on their own 20. So I can understand why. We get the ball here. Turpin catch it. He does. On the 18-yard line, our ball, 7:25 to go in the third, and we have a chance to get the ball and get in the end zone and tie this fucking game.
We also have a chance, like you said, with the whole bullseye stuff. But real quick, I'm going to leave you with this comment because I am going to hit the bathroom.
Yeah.
But not going to take like a full break, but just real quick, because Devontae is saying, Devontae Alvarez, he's like, Shoddy is not a good coach. We will not make the playoffs next year, mark my words. So I just wanted to ask you,
with that.
From just a Schottenheimer perspective, like, what would be your evaluation as of now, And how do you feel about what you have seen from him so
All right.
far?
So
The things that we know are him.
yeah, do your thing. I'll be back as soon as you can because the game's back on, and the wife helps big time here. Yeah, I know. I know. Probably will get your touchdowns by the time you get back here. When it comes to great question there by Devontae. Again, when it comes to Schottenheimer, I agree with you. I know my wife and others out there like what Schottenheimer's kind of done with the offense and kind of like this and that. Listen, when it comes to the offense, he's more of with Seattle. When he was with Seattle, Schottenheimer was more of a kind of a run-minded kind of guy. So matching him up with Clayton Adams, I'm going to go with the positives first. I like that. I like the running game under Schottenheimer and Clayton Adams. I wish Clayton Adams can get downgraded from offensive coordinator to like offensive line coach and running back coach or something like this. And Schottenheimer can maybe take over the offensive coordinating job. That would make almost a little bit more sense. I would like that better. Now, that's it for the positives. Schottenheimer, as an offensive coordinator, gets too cute sometimes. We've seen it last year. We've seen it this year. He gets too cute. And some of that, even though Clayton Adams running that offensive, coordinator or whatever, Schottenheimer also has a lot of input in that. So I think Schottenheimer gets too cute. I think that it causes issues we don't need. It causes penalties we don't need. I think discipline is still an issue with this team. That's on coaching. This guy right here. And I'm gonna go back to my biggest hate. Again, these are all. I just don't know if he's too young. He's still. I mean, he's done a good job for being young. He's done a good job for being inexperienced as a head coach. He's been a coordinator and coaching for his whole life as he's a nepo baby type, right? From Marty Schottenheimer, old KC coach there. But my point is, like he has some value in the NFL. I just don't like him as a head coach. And the main reason I don't like him as a head coach, I'm sorry, that might piss off some people. I don't like his fucking faggoty ass dancing in training camp on top of surfboards, on top of this. I know they're trying to make it fun, and we're not dealing with fucking Pee Wee football here. We're not Pop Warner. Like, this is a business. It's about winning and losing. I know it's about camaraderie. I agree. It's not about making a mockery of everything. Running around there doing jumping jacks and getting splashed of water. I mean, it looks like a whole month of pride. It's just doesn't seem to have the whole off season, that specifically training camp was like a fucking a group of jesters. It felt like the coaching staff and making our players go through these comedic type of rituals before. And I know that some of them were a part of it. Some of the players were involved in it. They're kids too. Some of them are kids still and are young. Some of them are get down to business. But you see they're play fighting and Rocky come out. The coaches come out like they're dressed like Rocky and fuck man, it's fucking around. This is football. This is coaching. This isn't tiddlywinks. This isn't fucking. Let's see who has the coolest costume and dances the best. This is the problem with. I understand what Schottenheimer's doing. I don't like what he's doing because to me it feels not genuine. It feels Schottenheimer trying to be genuine. And they'll come off that way to me. And I know the players know it too. Now, do they like him? Of course, the probably players coach. He's going to probably, he's the only, he's where he goes to the players that get help because he got to deal with Jerry fucking Jones. And the only people that can understand what he's going through when it comes to dealing with Jerry Jones are the other coaches and the fucking players. So I don't know. To me, he's almost like a middleman. Is Schottenheimer to Jerry Jones and to the players. So to me, it's just you got to get a guy like Parcells or Jimmy Johnson to put the foot down on Jerry Jones's neck. And I know it's not going to be easy. Parcells had to quit after 3 years, 4 years because he couldn't deal with Jerry Jones, and the option was in Bill Parcells' hands. But Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones chased them out by being in every fucking meeting when they weren't supposed to. These guys, like this guy here, like Garrett, like Wade Wilson, like McCarthy, they allow Jones to destroy their fucking game plan. So these are just puppet coaches. To me, you got my rundown. If the positives is the run game with Clayton Adams, so that I like. Everything else is a disaster, and I really hate it. I said I would judge them on this. I hate the off-season, preseason bullshit and the training camp bullshit, dancing, squirting water, playing like you're boxing on surfboards. Every fucking thing was a new theme of fucking gay. I just don't like it. I don't like it because it's not football. It's not serious. And this is business. It's about winning and losing, not fucking around in practice, not being court jesters in practice, coaches. And that's my issue. And you can see it in the discipline. You can see it in the lack of respect because he's a puppet coach. And I just think that's the way it's always going to be with Jerry Jones, unless you get, and let's say the new name, I said Jimmy Johnson, I said Bill Parcells. How about, Jimmy Johnson, Bill Parcells. How about Bill Belichick? Like I know nobody wants him. He's old, whatever, washed. I'll take him because he's the only real coach that will put these guys into a position where we can actually win and get serious and get hard on them. Okay. Thinking that Jerry Jones will never allow Bill Belichick to be a GM. And that will be the reason why we'll never get a real coach. Look, ever get a real coach.
There are plenty of coaches that have won games, that were born after the Great Depression. Okay? Like, we don't need Bill Belichick.
Any other younger coach is going to be run by Jerry Jones. That's what I'm trying to say, or Stephen Jones. We need a guy who cannot be bought by them, and that was Jimmy Johnson. That was Bill Parcells, and we need a guy who's old school. That's me.
You're asking for the impossible. Anyone who can't be bought by them isn't.
And that's that is the problem. We're not going. Anybody who's not going to be bought like Bill Belichick, who's buddies with Jerry Jones, is our only chance to really make a difference because they're friends. So Jerry or Steven might say, "Hey, Bill, I'll let you do that deal, but give me the credit, please. Jerry wants the credit, but I'll let you do that deal, Bill, because they're buddies." Anybody else, younger, anybody else does not have the credentials. So Jerry Jones will not respect them, and you will be a puppet to Jerry Jones. And the coach will say, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." And that trickles down to there's no fucking responsibilities taken by this front office.
No.
It trickles to the coaches. It trickles to the players.
Said stop drafting injured players.
That's another thing.
That's a good place to start.
That is another. There's a million things. That's one of the things. You drafting injured. You get Ravel back here. In the fucking last month of the season, he's getting burned every play. So you're seeing the injured players. We sign injured guys like Gallup, like Lyle Collins, or not Lyle Collins, but Terrence Steele that have torn ACLs, and we sign them right back. So it's drafting injured players, signing injured players, signing guys that are bargain basement deals. Sometimes overpaying for them, sometimes underpaying for someone who doesn't show up. Once in a blue moon, we get an undrafted guy that shows up. And he beats out 4 other undrafted guys. And Jerry says, "This is the guy." And he's not. Because he's undrafted. Going up against undrafted competition.
So LT said, it sounds like you think he's Garrett 2.0?
Yes.
Emeraldo Cruz, what's up? Much love.
I think he's a little bit better, but he's nice catch by Pickens. It's like, it was 3rd and 10, and he got 9.5 yards. I think the Cowboys should go for this with 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. I forgot what I was going to say. Either way.
Look, I think that you can attribute some Garrett-like traits to him, certainly.
Nice catch.
Right? Because like I said, we know for a fact that he is a creature of the Joneses to some extent.
Wow.
But I think that everyone is forgetting that he's also not a geriatric dinosaur. And I do mean this in that Garrett is just old soul, maybe not quite the word I'm looking for. But
Cowboys got stopped on 4th down.
Schottenheimer looks like he's gotten laid. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, just in a minute, the Chargers have stopped the Cowboys on 4th and 1. I mean, that's more important. We just lost a chance to get into the end zone because we couldn't get a fucking half a yard. False start on 3rd down cost us. 1st down cost us. 4th down. And the Cowboys get what we deserve.
Of course.
You talk about our offense doing this, doing that. Our offense hasn't scored fuck shit in the second half of games.
What I'm trying to say
we suck on offense too. I just want to make that clear.
Similar to what I've said, I think that considering what he inherited, I think Schottenheimer has done a good enough job to still stick around and to work some of those kinks out. Because again, out of the potential options of people who could come to Dallas, I think that he's shown, at least as of now, that there's potentially something there.
That he's good looking enough to get laid. No, here's the thing I'm trying to say. No, that was your comparison about Jason Garrett and him. My point is that
I was trying to say as far as like their personalities, not necessarily their looks.
Well, okay, personalities. Definitely, he's much better personality.
That's what I'm trying to say. Jason Garrett's like a piece of paper. Personality fit for
it's all
this younger generation of players that respond a lot better to the way that Schottenheimer does things than the way that Garrett would do things, even if they're both equally as puppeted by the Joneses.
It's funny you say that. I was going to say something very similar to that.
But I had to say all that. Instead, I just said he looks like he gets laid.
Right. And what I'm saying, and again, you can take that. All I'm trying to say is that Garrett, to me, is the 2000s version of
Uh-huh.
Schottenheimer, of the 2020s version of Garrett. That's all I'm saying. I think that he's bland. I think his fucking little, I'm sorry, but his little childlike bullshit fucking things he does in training camp is, even the new players, most of them don't want that shit. Trust me. So I just think it brings a circus atmosphere, which is already there with Jerry Jones. I don't want more circus. Less cowbell, more cowbell, less circus. And we go in more circus when you get the training camp we have with
I'm
Schottenheimer.
not going to get mad at the lion tamer for bringing more lions to the circus that he happens to find himself in.
No, he's performing. He's the performer. Ringling Brothers that's the owners.
Look,
he is the performer.
Calm down there, PJ Barnum or whatever his name is.
PJ Barnum Bailey is Stephen and Jerry. T Green with the $5 on it.
That's a good one. That was a good one.
Thank you.
T Green, much love with a $5 holler.
And we're 15 away from hitting that goal, baby. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Said our offense too predictable. Same thing every drive.
Agree.
Run on first, bad throw on second, drop pass on
That's
third.
the issue with
So
Schottenheimer.
where do we go from here?
That's the issue with Schottenheimer. That's the issue with Schottenheimer and Clayton Adams is the cutie play calling, and then the kind of like sometimes it's absent-minded. It reminds me of Garrett. Not McCarthy, but Garrett. With you're doing too much for nothing. Like that's why I compare him to Garrett. Because to me, they're puppety.
But that's my whole
point.
Those feel like things that can be worked out because one,
they never were with Garrett.
No, okay. The one thing that I've seen from Schottenheimer, that's the biggest difference to me is adjustments and change. That's my point. There's still hope because he still has shown the ability to change. And all I'm saying is, let's see how he adapts his offense from this year to next year between the changes and everything else. And that's it. Because guess what? If we see no improvement, then you can turn around and say, okay, now we know who Schottenheimer is. But if you're seeing, again, maybe still some up and down, but still the consistent improvement, you're still seeing things better from last year. You're seeing a more consistent offense from last year. You're seeing the things that you want to see. Like, do you, that's it. Do you either recognize the fact that he's a first-year coach and expect him to figure some shit out as it goes along, because that's usually what happens when you're a first-time coach. Like, you go into it knowing shit's going to be bad. Things are going to be rough.
No, not true.
Bad, but yeah, he's going to fuck up in a way that a coach who knows more
no problem with the experience problem. The problem I have is the mindset problem.
Okay. I think things that you're talking about, like I said, we disagree on the mindset thing because, like I said, I don't like it either, but I think it makes more sense to this younger generation of these current crop of players. But that's a difference of opinion.
Right.
The other part is where I'm like, hold up, now you're just speaking without facts. Because you can say you don't like what you've seen so far from Schottenheimer, but you can't sit there and turn around and start assuming what's going to happen in the future because that's the point. We only have this one season to go off of.
So let me explain. Now you've said it 4 times. I want to say something here. You're wasting careers to see how good Schottenheimer's going to fucking do this year. What kind of dancing are we going to do in training camp? Who gives a fucking flying faggot fuck? I don't care. I want to see winning. I guarantee you the team that wins the Super Bowl this year, they ain't doing dancing in training camp. They're working. They're hitting. That's the difference. That's my point. And I know it feels good to have a guy who understands our players better. I don't think he understands our players better. I think he's old school from the Schottenheimer days. He's just fake. And I think people that don't know that, and you don't know his dad, but my thing is that he's been in football for 20 years. He's an old coach in a way. I know you think he's a new coach. He's a new coach that's fake. He's an older kind of coach who's been in this NFL thing for his whole life, basically, who's a fake in the sense of he's not really as young and youthful as he's trying to portray. It doesn't cross over well, in my opinion, and that's why with the players of this generation or not. Yeah, you got to treat them a little bit nicer now because everyone's got major feelings. But my point is, when it comes to football, your job and winning, all that shit goes out the motherfucking window. When you win Super Bowls, you don't play stupid little games and be the court jester in training camp. That's when you start to get serious. That's when you start fucking around. It's my opinion. I know I'm old school. But that's my difference.
I'm not saying
the championship team is not dancing.
I'm saying that Schottenheimer has realized the one fundamental truth of football: adapt or die. That's it. I'm not saying. Okay, that's great. That's it. I'm not saying it's working.
I agree. McCarthy and Garrett never adapted.
That's what I'm saying. McCarthy and Garrett were not adapt or die. They were die. Like they Their refusal to adapt.
Garrett was allowed to stay that way, and McCarthy is too old and stubborn to change.
Their refusal to adapt was part of the reason.
But Schottenheimer has no chance. He has no choice. He has to adapt.
Okay, and faced with those insurmountable, unsurpassable odds, he's still trying. All I'm saying is we have no control because guess what? You're mad at Schottenheimer for all the reasons that you should be mad at, again, the people actually in charge. Ninja said it. We need a real owner and a real GM.
I'd say that first and foremost.
We typically have
everything.
A real owner and that he really does own the team.
Listen, we have a good owner. We have a bad GM. He's a Hall of Fame owner. He changed things in the NFL as an owner. As a GM, he's the worst GM in history. 82 years old. 30 years not making a conference championship. Every single GM in the world gets fired decades ago. You understand? We're the only one that still has the same GM that hasn't won in 30 years.
And you know what? And it sucks because, like I said, from an owner perspective, as far as like owning the team, you can't take away the fact that he is a good owner from the way that the metrics of how you measure owners, except for that one tiny, small little insignificant detail of he's not just trying to own the team, he's trying to run the team. Because that's the difference. That's where his biggest ownership fuck up is his biggest GM fuck up, which is he wants to run the team.
Laurie from the Eagles, he stays behind the scenes. He's the owner. And he okays whatever, what's his name, Howie Roseman says. Because Howie Roseman's a GM and he knows football. And that's why they won 2 Super Bowls in a decade. That's why they've been to more.
They're in the mix.
That's why they had in 2005 they had the back-to-back conference championship, and that's why they're the only team that were able to go back-to-back in the NFC East in 20 years. Because they have a better front office than we ever will. Ever. And that, unfortunately, makes a huge difference. We overcame that with Jimmy Johnson, but he was a GM for those 2 years, and we won. And then that third year we won, of the 4, it was Barry Switzer, but it was all Jimmy Johnson's players, all of his fucking coaches. The only guy that was in there was Jerry Jones. Only one guy, Deion Sanders. It made a difference, but they don't make you the fucking GM of the year. Because of that move, Jerry Jones thinks he's a top GM. He's not. They get a quick pass for 6 yards, making it a third and about 6 or 7. But we got Calvin Richard trying to get into the raffle here if we can get 14 more hits or a super drop.
That's right. Thank you very much, Calvin Richard. Much love with his $5 holler saying, you know it's over when I'm watching Cleveland and Buffalo.
Ooh, man. I cannot watch any other game. Sorry, Calvin, because to me, we're down a touchdown. Well, no matter if we're down 18 touchdowns, I'm still watching the game. But I understand what you're saying. The key thing here is we're a touchdown, but we're a score behind. 3rd and 7, we get a stop, which is a big if with his defense. We get the ball back. You know who's over there, the backup quarterback to Herbert? Trey Lance.
Okay. So now I want to throw something out here real quick.
Trey Lance.
LT said, real talk, I'm entertained and I respect what MCF is saying. Guys like us are old school. Coaching is Belichick, Madden, Reeves, Shula, Knott, Parcells, toughness, detail football, IQ only. These are the things that he doesn't like about Sirianni either. He likes tough coaches that hold players accountable. Okay, did any of those tough coaches that hold players accountable win you Super Bowls, LT? I'm not saying those other coaches didn't win Super Bowls. Obviously, they did. I'm just saying, did any of your tough coaches win you Super Bowls?
My point.
Did any? And I'm just trying to throw it out there because I am pointing out the fact that whether you like it or not, like I'm gonna be the one bringing you old heads back down to reality.
You don't get it.
That is not the universe that we live in. That is not the football that is being played in 2025's NFL.
Let me ask you a question.
If you want to win, you're gonna have to do some of that rah dumbass bullshit, whether you like it or not. Because guess what? Yeah, you do. Kansas City did it.
Nope.
The Patriots. Again, you can say that they didn't. But
Andy Reid, old school.
Okay. He might be old school, but guess what? He's old school in that he doesn't get involved with whatever the fuck the team is doing. Do you know what the team is doing when he wasn't being involved? That rah dumbass bullshit.
Let him do it then. I have no problem with that. I don't want the coaches forcing it. And that's what Andy Reid knows to stay out the way. That's old school.
And guess how the Eagles won their Super Bowl, though? With their coaches doing some of that rah bullshit
let me just say something
that they don't like.
A lot of teams have won with rah bullshit. But most teams don't. And that's my point. And if you look at the teams that have won the last decade, how many have had the rah bullshit?
More than not.
Nope.
More than
Nope. You got hard-nosed coaches in San Francisco. They didn't win a Super Bowl. They got to the Super Bowl. You got hard-nosed coaches when it comes to the Chiefs. You got old-school coaches like that. Even with when the Bucs won with Brady, they had a hard-nosed coach there. What was it? arenas. It's old school coaching. That's what wins. They don't fuck around. They fucking say you get it done or you're off the fucking team. That's the way you got to treat men. And that's the way you got to be treated in a sport where it's about winning and losing, and any little mistake can end your career, can end the season, can end your job. And to me, it's not about dancing and rah bullshit. And you get lucky, you win a year or two with that. You don't. The other 8 years is tough nose coaching. That's what I'm saying, and I still believe that. I don't care if it's 2080 the year, and everyone's running around as furries. You need tough coaching, or you're not going to win. You need discipline, or you're not going to win. And when you have rah bullshit, like look for our defense. When you let Justin Herbert just run 50 yards, and we're complaining about we should jump around and do jumping jacks with water getting splashed in our face in training camp, that shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, fuck that. Now Herbert's hurt. Too bad. That's what happens when you run. What I'm trying to say is that you do not run around rah spraying water on each other like a bunch of rooms and then want to win a Super Bowl. It ain't gonna happen. I don't care how old or young the players are. You got to be hard nosed. And you can't be hard nosed without experience, without the record being shown. You can't be Bill Belichick without a Super Bowl and then start yelling. No, you got to be Bill Belichick. You got to be a guy with a Super Bowl and know how to win. And the biggest issue than all that is the owners, which we've all discussed and we all agree. The owners are the ones that are going to be, we want a coach that's a puppet. We need a coach as a puppet. We need a young coach that doesn't know any better. They'll be willing to do whatever it takes, whatever stupid shit he does, but as long as he's our puppet, we're good. That's Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones.
Herbert fucked up his elbow.
That's the problem. Did he? Damn. I know that left arm is in bad shape, and now they got another injured player, and it looks like the running back. I'm not sure, number 30?
You sure it's not a fullback?
I don't know. Maybe it is a fullback.
I don't know. I just
mentioned Trey Lance, and then look who it comes up, Trey Lance.
Well, I don't know. I had no idea who it is. I don't even know if they have a fullback. I'm literally just
like a bigger guy. You guys got me all pissed off from nothing now. You see, I was having fine day with it's fourth quarter, by the way. Fine day, 24-17, being down by a touchdown. Now you guys ruining it for me. No, listen, I made this point already. I hate that it sounds like I'm almost like a repeat here for me, but I've been saying this for 9 years. Maybe I'm just stubborn and old, and maybe you're just younger and understand that people need rah shit more. But
it's not. It's again. I feel like everybody here missed the part where I said like I agree with you guys as far as the tough coaching. It's just that what I feel, what I want to happen. The real world doesn't give two fucks what I want to happen, right? Like these are the players that we have. You don't have teams anymore. Like, Kansas City is probably the last real like football dynasty you're going to see in modern day NFL. It's not going to be like that anymore because times have fucking changed. Mahomes was literally like the last guy, he's the last dude off the fucking Titanic. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like sitting there and crying for the days where we didn't throw the ball in football. Like, buddy, wake up. We're slinging that thing.
I agree. Things change. I agree. Styles change.
So instead, find a way to make that's what I'm saying.
The players themselves, though, on our team, like what I would say is like the rah camaraderie stuff is what Dak does. He's the guy that should do it, not the coaches, and I agree.
And again,
Dak takes them to Atlanta, and they connect, and
it's not even that. Maybe the head coach wasn't the rah bullshit. I guarantee you the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator was. Because that's my point. Someone somewhere was definitely gassing up these dudes. Regardless of the way that Dan Quinn was our rah guy, but
he was rah with real deal. They respected him.
So again, you can do the rah thing well.
No. Okay, calm down.
So if you yell, it's fine. I yell now, it's a problem.
You walk away. The thing is that
I wouldn't want to yell.
I mean, yeah, that's a good idea actually. So the thing is that when it comes to rah, we had Dan Quinn. Yeah, he's rah and he's tough. There's a difference. You can get all, happy-go-lucky and be a player's coach and high-five and run into the crowd, and that's fine. A lot of tough coaches did that. Jimmy Johnson fucking did that shit. He was serious most of the time. Once in a while, he let himself go, right? I'm just saying that when you look at Dan Quinn, a player's coach, but the players knew he meant business. He wasn't there doing dances with them. He'll do a dance, but not in a real, like, I'm going to do the dance with you way, while Schottenheimer wants his coaches to really do dances with these guys. And Quinn is like, all right, yeah, good job, and high fives him, and then he laughs at himself, because he's not rah rah dancing around, but he loves it because he sees the team doing it. That's the coaching way of the new school. That's the right way. You let the players handle that rah rah shit, and the coaches kind of partake on the outskirts of it. But you show them you understand the way Dan Quinn did it, where you still high five them. You still do a little dance once in a while with them. But you don't sit there and make it the whole fucking training camp about dancing, squirting water in your faces, and doing Rocky coming out with Rocky outfits on and shit, and on doors and fucking. They're coming out with the Beach Boys and the radio, and the other coaches come up on fucking boards. What are we doing here? Fucking bullshit. And I don't want that in my football. I don't want this in my Cowboy team. And if that's what Schottenheimer is going to bring, I don't want Schottenheimer on my team. Plain and simple. I know my wife can hear me. She's probably in their cursor right now. But I know you guys understand what I'm talking about. And I might be off a little bit. I might be too hard on my words. Wah, wah, wah. I'm sorry. I ain't woke. I'm sitting here trying to just say, look, I'm trying to be logical and realistic. And I'm just trying to be real. And football is not about being nice and kind. Football is about being disciplined and being, alert, IQ, and winning. It's about winning. It's not about dancing. It's not about trying to be buddies with your fucking players. It's about coaching your fucking players. I coached with my wife a bunch of years, little kids. We coach hard. They're kids in the end, and we have our fun after. But we coach them in the game. We're not fucking around dancing. That's little kids. They probably like to dance more, right? So I'm just saying, like, it all adds up to losing seasons if you keep dancing around like a bunch of jackasses. That's all I'm saying. And I don't like that from Schottenheimer. And he's going to probably, if he stays here again, he's going to probably do it again. He's going to have all the coaches do it. Some of them are into it, some of them aren't. Players can tell. And it's going to be another wasted year. Another wasted year of players, whether it was back to Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, back to Des Bryant, and Tony Romo. Now we're going to talk about Dak Prescott. We had Zeke, wasted him, overworked him. Zach, on and on and on, CD, and on and on and on. They're driving down the field, by the way, if you're wondering. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes and 37 seconds left. And the Chargers are about to, I think they're on a 20. I'm not even sure. It's a fucking blowout. It's going to be a blowout after this drive. The way the Cowboys are playing, they are not keeping up. They're just not keeping up, guys. Ooh, man. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody. There we go. Calvin Richard. Which again, if we get him, we have what 13 to go, guys. 13 to go. Are we going to get 13 before the end of this game? I don't know. You guys do though. You guys are in control. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. They're on our 24-yard line, and they stay at our 24. Maybe go back a yard to the 25 after good defense there by Shamar James, rookie, and Marquise Bell, safety, who has to play now because I don't know where Donovan Wilson is or Malik Hooker, but we've seen a lot of Marquise Bell coming in there, but we don't have Wanye Thomas. He has a migraine. That's on IR. So I don't think we'll see him the rest of the year, Wanye Thomas. And we know he's not. I already heard. We already talked about this earlier. Wanye Thomas ain't coming back next year. So to the Cowboys. So that's the end of Wanye Thomas, number 2. $2 holler is now nobody right now. We'll see who takes 2 next year. The number 2. Right now, we're down. Not by 2, but by 7, by a touchdown. 1 touchdown. With 11 minutes and 17 seconds, Herbert throwing, wide open to Keenan Allen. Still got the first. Went behind the line as the first down marker, but they are giving forward progress. The first down and 10 on the 13-yard line of the Cowboys. They're about to make this easily, even with a field goal, a 2-score game with a touchdown, a 2-touchdown game. So the people that want us to get a higher draft pick, you should be getting happy here because it looks like it's not going to happen for the Cowboys. Beating a playoff team here, even from the AFC, even that we're out of playoffs, even at home, our last home game of the year, even with pride, the little bit that's left in this team, at least we danced in training camp. At least we squirted each other with water in training camp. Ooh-wee. Works great. Lunging ahead, they're inside the 10 now. Haskins, number 28, gets it even a little closer. We are getting a little closer. We got 7 hits out of 20. We're 13 away. 13 away from getting in that raffle. And picking 4 names of the raffle for the month of December to be raffled off in the month of January. Right now, for January, we have Aussie. They have one. He has 1 entry, Aussie. We got John Luna, who's got one entry, and we've got J.D. Burton, who's got an entry. And whoever wins this month, which I'll have to do the numbers, but right now I think it is, it is very close. It's between J.D. Burton and John Luna right now. It is 2nd and 7. It is 3rd and 1 on the 4 yard line. 3rd and 1 on the 4, and then they only need like
You think
2 more yards touchdown.
You think they go for it?
At this point, they probably go for it. They got a first down option and a touchdown option, and they still got 3rd down. So 4th down comes, they probably will not. They're probably not going backwards. So probably 3rd and 1 like it is now. Maybe 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. If I'm them, I lose yardage. I probably kick the field goal and make the two score game. You worry about the playoffs, so you just got to win this game. And I don't know, Cowboys haven't shown anything on offense right now in the second half. No points. They move though,
Yeah.
which is always helpful to hurt the drive. Although, if anything, it probably just confirms that
things up
they're
for you,
gonna. Well, it opens them up, but it also, if they don't get a first down, they definitely kick the field goal and make it a 10-point game. That's what they're trying to do. We said it was going to be like 37-31 or something like that, 37-30. It looks like it's going to be a little lower than that, a little low scoring, especially that there's only been 7 points scored in a quarter and a half. And we haven't scored a point since the second half. Not one fucking point.
John Connor wants to see Eberflus fired on Black Monday.
He should be. He should be fired on Black Monday. He should be fired the first chance they got. They should have fired him the first Monday of the football season. But we already talked about that. We can't do that. So now we're at 3rd and 6 from the 9. Shotgun. It's play action. We got a blitz coming. Everyone overruns him. Izaraku cannot get to him. Herbert throws it, gets knocked down by Ravel in the end zone. Luckily, no flags. So it's 4th and 6. They're going to kick the field goal, and if they make it, it's a 2-score game with exactly 9 minutes to go in the game. And I expect them to make it. Let's see what happens. So the wife's here, just getting a couple of things here, but she'll be back on screen in a moment. Good push there by Marquise Bell, and great knockdown by Ravel. There was an outside chance that McConkey was going to catch that, because I don't know what Malik Hooker was covering. Maybe a hooker? I don't know. Maybe he was dancing from the training camp day. He was dancing and he lost coverage. I don't know. Anyways, here it is. 27-yard attempt. It's like an old extra point. And it's the Dick, Cameron Dicker, makes it. Dick is the kicker. I remember we all...
thing where some people are born with like
the worst name.
Like their names, like
Yeah, it fits.
for example, Usain Bolt. Like his mom must have known, but it's like, you know, like your name is almost like predetermines your destiny.
Yeah.
Dicker was born to be a kicker.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Dicker the kicker is made to be a fucking dick-headed kicker. Baby, by the way.
Oh boy.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I was muted. I hit mute by accident. And I'm sitting here talking. I was just saying,
Yeah.
what are the chances of us coming back and win this game? And
then I had, well, I unfortunately
laughed.
said, no, I mean, I also said.
She laughed and then answered.
I said that Cameron Dicker was also born to Dicker, which, you know, like I said, was, you know.
Cameron Dick.
But it sounded better in the moment when I said it.
Shot out of it.
It sounded better in the moment when I said it.
Much love to everybody. Thank you all for doing your thing. Shout outs to John Luna, the man who's really big drop, man, today. He is a little bit behind. I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure he's like 25 back on the lead as of right now on the overall board. And remember, there's only a guarantee of having one more. It's going to be Christmas. One more stream to decide who wins this thing. Because the next stream after that we'll probably be in a car doing that last game of the season, doing as much as we can for that one. We're going to do as much as we can for the next one. But this is like the last full definite version of this game, of this kind of stream for this 2025 season. So we're so honored to have all you guys here chilling with us. Hit the like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell to all videos, because we do put out shorts here, video shorts like the whole year, and you want to have your notification bell on to that no matter what. We also go live sporadically throughout each month, so you never know when that's going to happen when the season's over. We're going to do draft stuff. We're going to do free agent stuff. So you always want to keep your notification bell on to all videos. After subscribing, of course. Let me clean that. I don't know. That's like that. It's like some dirt here. But yeah, once you get that done, guys, then We'll keep seeing you not just to the end of this season, not just as the season ends in 2026, through the Super Bowl, through free agency, draft, OTAs, and training camp, preseason, regular season, playoffs, and then Super Bowl in 2026 for the Cowboys to get number 6. Let's go. I'm hoping we'll be here no matter what, unless a bomb hits us. I guess we'll be here.
Okay. So that one left.
I mean, you never know. Shit, so anything can happen. 8:57 to go in the game. We're down 2 scores.
Yeah, Cowboys to win.
Cowboys are, yeah. Kickup's underway. Turpin has to run and almost drops that one, but gets it in the corner and gets basically, I mean, we just get into the 34, 35 every time. Turpin's not really giving us any bonus yardage right now. I don't know if it's the blocking, if something's wrong with Turpin. Dak is 20 for 26, 231 yards and 2 touchdowns, 128.8 passer rating, and he leads the NFL in passing yards, if I'm not mistaken. He also, 4,000 yards. First quarterback to pass 4,000 yards this season. So,
he's also had 4,000 yards 4 years in a row.
4,000 yards,
It's Tony Romo.
4,000 yards 4 years in a row for Dak Prescott, which either ties or passes Romo. But this year, he is the number one quarterback yardage wise so far. I mean, 128.8 passer rating. And that's what I'm trying to say. That is the wasted. That's why we're wasting these guys' careers. And we're continuously still wasting these careers because we're fucking around and dibble-dabbling with coaches that are not worth staying here. We're not getting real coaches. That is a major fucking problem. As far as I see, it's a major problem. I don't know.
I think it could be.
It can be. I think it is.
I don't know. We have major problems in Dallas.
First and second and 10. Dak's taking a shotgun, a quick slant, 2 Pickens for the first down.
There we go.
Number 3 with the first down there. Pickens having a much better game than he's had the last couple of weeks. Let's be honest about it.
And you can tell that he's, unfortunately, like before when we were still hanging in it, you could see the team was playing with a certain energy. You can see now that they're playing. They're not just that, but they're like a few players are playing angry, but not like the angry motivational kind. The angry, I'm gonna make a mistake kind. It feels like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But prove me wrong, Cowboys.
Let's go. We're running to Malik Davis to the outside. And he gets about 4 yards after pushing and pushing. By the way, I just see on my screen here, T. Green with that $2 Wanye Thomas, which he's not going to be here next year. Yeah, it didn't pop up on my screen. That Caballero should go to 79 points.
Just coming late. But real quick, T. Green must love saying, it doesn't look good for us today. What will Dak do?
Dak can only do one thing, and that is try to lead this team back on I would say, the up-tempo is what helps Dak and the offense. So up-tempo, we'll probably get a touchdown here, or someone's hurt for the Chargers. Look at the defensive back.
But yeah, the one, I don't want to say good thing about being down 10.
Yeah,
the one benefit of it is that it plays into the type of offense, like you said, that tends to favor Dak and makes him look the best. A hurry-up offense, because now we got to hurry the fuck up and score twice in some capacity in less than 8 minutes. So.
Yeah, it's not in a fun spot to be in, that's for sure. But all the Cowboys can do right now, honestly, is just 8 minutes to go, 8:03. But 8 minutes to go when this thing starts up and the clock will be running. What the Cowboys have to do, and I did this for one game. I think we won. I think the Eagle game. I said, here's what we got to do, and it just kept happening. I don't know what's going to happen for this game. This is our last home game. If anything, this would be where it happens. And the next 2 games are against divisional games. But the thing is this: the way you get, oh man, his arm looks either dislocated or it's broken. The Charger guy. But I will say this. For the Cowboys, you're down 2 scores. If for some reason the Cowboys get down to like the 40 and it's 4th and 10, you got to kick a field goal. Obviously, you make it a 7-point game. But I want to see a touchdown. So with the fact that the Cowboys have to throw, probably the rest of this game, the way I look at this, at the 50-yard line, which right now if we kicked it would break the record, by the way, but we need 2 scores. So to me, you're no huddle, you do it quick, and the Cowboys got to drive the field, score a touchdown, and leave about 5 minutes. I'd say 5 minutes on the clock. Unless we hit it now, it'd be great. But we can leave 5 minutes on the clock, 3 timeouts, a 2-minute warning. They might end up with a field goal. They're up by 6 now. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get a touchdown. That's important. You get a touchdown on this drive, which then puts them a little bit more pressure on them. They'll have to score a touchdown to kind of end the game. Because if they get a field goal, they know that our offense can wake up, and then our offense can put up points. And if our offense does that, now we're not just going for like the tie or 3 points. Now we're going for the win. So We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Any new info about any injuries or anything, baby?
By the way, Trayvon Diggs hurt himself on that third down play a few minutes ago. He was down on one knee on the sideline. I'll keep you updated as soon as I know.
And like we said, he's injured. He's staying on the team because we're paying him $20 million
just
automatically
you know.
next year.
And that was generally one of the things I was checking out. By the way, Donovan Wilson is questionable.
That's why we see Marquise Bell.
He got an eye injury, lots of eye injuries today.
Cooper Beebe, who had the eye injury, also was off false start.
But
he just knocked us back. It was 3rd and 5. Now it's 3rd and 10. You guys understand how we're just taking that gun, cocking it, aiming at our foot, and shooting our fucking foot off. Wonderful.
Anyway, I'll try to find out a little bit more about that, but I'm not seeing anything yet.
I'm going to remind everybody that with the time left in the game and the time left on here is 50 minutes, but it's really like 30 minutes if that. That's going for the end zone. No one is there. Who stopped running?
We can't even kick a field goal.
Turpin just stopped running.
Wonderful.
And because of the penalty, we can't even kick the field goal. I mean, we could. It would be a 72-yarder.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Turpin went the wrong way. If Dak had thrown it to the corner, we Cowboys are going for it. I don't even know why. It's 4th and 10. I mean, this is the game.
I think we're gonna pretend to go for it.
Probably right. That's what the Cowboys do like to do. I forgot. Here's the game. Timeout. Timeout Chargers. Timeout Chargers. 7:05. It does look like they're going to go for it, though, this time. I mean, Schottenheimer's got his head in the playbook there.
I agree.
But, I mean, imagine, that Cooper Beebe.
I think I'd rather kick the field goal.
If it went for that penalty, I would have tried to kick the field goal.
The problem is that
it's close enough to go for it.
Schottenheimer obviously doesn't feel like the defense is going to be able to stop the Chargers offense. Yeah,
at least a field goal.
So we have to, and not saying that we didn't.
And again, the thing is that it's not 4th and 5; it's 4th and 10. So now the Cowboys got to hit like a slant for like Pickens or CD, which you haven't seen much of CD in this game. Where did he go? Where's CD Lamb at? Is he injured? I know he's not, but where the fuck is he? So right now they got 4 guys back there. They're not going to let us get that first down. They're going to drop someone. They got Durbin James dropping into the red line of the red first down marker. They're going to keep guys floating around. We should have just had him turn around right there. Just run Dak. Can't even run Dak. I don't even know what the fucking play was. Everyone stopped running.
Because I thought Dak was going to run.
He had the 45 was on him. Cowboys suck so much dick. They do deserve to dance the way they were this training camp. They actually are showing their true colors and their rainbow. Look at this. He had it. But 45 closed in so fast. You could have used one of these guys to block for you. Everything is going wrong for the Cowboys because this team is not a team. This team is a bunch of players doing their own thing.
And so if Trayvon Diggs gets hurt,
we have to pay him an injury guarantee for next year.
If he doesn't get hurt, we can make him a designated post June 1st cut, and then we
save
$20 million.
Yeah.
So kind of a big difference, you could say. Which is why like I said, I was surprised that I don't care how hurt our corners are. From a business perspective, the fact that the Cowboys played Trayvon Diggs is surprising.
Scary, yeah.
Now, genuinely surprising.
I see Cowboy fans dancing and celebrating, just like we did in training camp. But the thing is that I see Dak on the sideline. He's sitting there yelling and cursing at the coaching. I just saw him doing that. I mean, I don't see that happen too often, but he just did that. He was just sitting there shaking his head and just like, to the coach, to a coach, which it's about time Dak does that.
You still see him.
I want to see Dak get mad because he should get more fucking mad. I said this 5 years ago. He needs to yell at the fucking coaches a little more often. Look at this. There's a chip right there, but no one gets open for him. And he throws the ball when there's no one. Because he's telling them to come up.
17 different
pieces. Telling, who is that? Is that Pickens?
And no offense, but that third down play before that, another reason why Turpin is gone. I'm sorry, what the fuck is Turpin doing in any measure on special teams or regular teams that justifies?
Holy shit! Well, we know we have a new leader here, and it is J.D. Burton, who's not only in the lead, Also the stream boss. Holy fucking shit.
And of course, gets everybody to the goal.
Wow.
In
Just
one
like
fell
that.
swoop.
It's right.
Shit, Mr. Burton.
Mr.
Thank you so much. He said go Cowboys.
Burton.
And you know what? That go Cowboys hits extra hard considering just how badly we're playing right now.
I am going to take a shot for the man, Jay Burton. I mean, with $100 drops, you know we're taking shots. I know I am. I know you're not. I know you're not.
I'm willing to do a shot for Mr. Burton.
Jamal Burton, thank you, brother. 100 points.
Like that.
He's back on 100. He's back in first place overall over John Luna. It's a battle. With one stream left for the month. They got a first down, by the way, on 3rd and 9. Easy first down, under 6 minutes. But we got the truest fans of fans right here. And hey, without you guys, I don't know what to say. But he just got everybody in the raffle. Take it away, baby. I'm gonna get the absolute vodka in a minute. Absolutely.
Yay.
The best drop of the year.
Bring me
2025.
You might as well bring my chaser as well. The little orange juice. Okay. That'll be good. But real quick, thank you again, Mr. Burton. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I was gonna say it. Like, I wish the Cowboys took their shit half as seriously as us fans here did. Like, we're fans for free 99, and they're getting paid, and we care more. But yeah, it just, and it's hard because honestly, like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to the thing that I was saying right when all this happened because I think it proves my point and adds to what I was saying. Turpin needs to be gone for things outside of his offensive output. Although even that, because we can't afford to have a receiver that not only is not really able to contribute, actively hinders, and then fucks up every single time that he's been given an opportunity in one way or the other. Right? Like, I can think of several plays in multiple games that Turpin directly contributed to our loss in a tangible way. And again, that's just on the offensive side. We're not even talking special teams. If he was doing jack shit on offense, but doing even a little bit of something on special teams, sure. Yeah, maybe you can make the argument that if you change the offensive coach, that you change the special teams coach, right, that Turpin is going to shine again, that he, here, smiling.
Smiley face?
I think it's missing an eye. I'm just saying, you can maybe make the argument, okay, Turpin can do something for you now, but I don't know. I feel like my personal, like, football quote of life, I'll go back to Mr. Tony Romo. Football is a meritocracy. I don't care what you did for me yesterday. What are you doing for me today? And for a lot of today's, Turpin is not doing much.
They're about to score here. I'm going to say this about Turpin real quick. You get your shot glass. I want to say one thing here for you guys as they're running. Let's just try to run the clock. And he showed
bad football IQ, which to me is almost more egregious than his other fuck ups.
I don't mind here's the thing about Turpin, and even though he bad route, miscommunication, whatever it may be, my thing is this about Turpin. Use them on one or the other. One or the other. And the reason I'm saying his goals.
I know.
One or the other. Here's the thing. I know we're watching the play. I'm going to serve drinks here in a minute. Oh, can't even tackle. Who missed the tackle?
Everyone.
No. One guy literally hit him and dropped to the ground. Was it Murray from 59? I didn't see Lua Fowles on the sideline, so one hit ass. Whoever that was needs to get a fucking...
Texas Cat said, Turpin's been a huge disappointment this season. Look, this guy has regressed. I've never seen an NFL player run his ass into a ground over and over.
Who is that? 27. Reddy Stewart was not ready at all.
For a second, I thought it was Azaraku, but I remember
Reddy Stewart is fucking trashed out right there. 33 points. It's going to be 34. It's a blowout. We might get to that number.
It sucks because, again, our offense in the first half had us out here thinking we were going to do something more. We haven't scored a point.
Like I said, our offense is not good enough.
Because remember, I think it was T. Green who asked us our score prediction, what we thought.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember. 31.
We said 38, 37 points for the Chargers. We got 30, 31 points. We ain't even going to see that.
Yeah.
Give me the shot glass.
So, and John Connor, you're not necessarily wrong.
What did he say?
He's like, realistically speaking, the better thing for this team is probably to lose out. Like, regardless of whatever we're trying to do.
Oh, I know. Listen, if we lose,
the team is probably to lose out.
There's a good result from that. Even if we lose, we're out of the playoffs. So if we lose, it's still good. As Cowboy fans, I never want to see us lose. Ever.
And I'm with you 1,000%.
Now that we're going to lose the game, because of the higher draft pick. Simple as that. Take the good from the bad.
It would feel better if we had more confidence in like how we
Cheers.
use said
I
draft
know.
picks.
I do want to say about Turpin, but I also want to say
I'm stop about Trayvon getting hurt.
well,
Like,
we gotta see what the injury is. But yeah, because he comes back, he's fine. He's not gonna
it's
be.
fine. It's just
No.
like with the
I
fact
know,
that
we
we took
risked
that
it.
chance. Still,
Shout outs. Let me just do a quick little
Go
thing here. Shout outs. I know we usually have Tito's, but we're doing the absolute vodka because we're absolutely out of the playoffs. But thank you to Jamal Burton with this drop, getting everybody in the raffle. If you drop $5, you are in next month's raffle for a Sonnen Stitch jersey. And it's not you get 4 names picked out of 20. You're automatically in because of Jamal Burton. So thank you. And I got to say again, a re-up to Mr. John Luna. Shout outs to him for doing it. First half, he got everybody in the raffle. We got all the names here. Now I'm gonna write the new names down in a minute, but I got my shot here. This is gonna be for Mr. John Luna and for Mr. JD Burton. Thank you guys. Cheers to you.
wait.
Congrats
I'm
to
Let me
Mr.
keep this open.
Congrats to Mr. John Luna's team, Houston. Listen, they're going to be good in the playoffs. They're the better
Yeah.
team in Texas.
That's
And always, no
no
matter what.
offense. That's embarrassing.
By the way, Dak's out. We got Joe Milton in the game, so I guess there's that to watch.
Good.
The last 5 minutes of the game. But cheers to everybody. L'chaim. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. And thank you guys for making it another season. Great season here on MCF, My Cowboys Family. We got to get that 6 and beyond. So let's get the 6 and beyond.
I'm not mentally prepared for this.
Get ready. It's absolute style. L'chaim. Cheers. And happy holiday.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, I was not.
Today was not the drinking day for us, but with drops like that, fans like you guys, we're celebrate. We're going down with the ship as we always do every year, but we're gonna go down a little bit drunk here. Anyways,
The only way
the flag. It looks like it's gonna be on them, or it's an illegal. Oh, it's another flag. So interference on C. They interfered C Lamb, so it's gonna be on the 2-yard line, unless it's interference on number 2 in the Chargers.
Yeah,
it's gonna be on the 4 or 5-yard line. There's another flag, which I think it was offsides or neutral zone by the Chargers. So
because they let the play go.
They let the play go. So that means unless it's like an illegal formation, then it's on the Cowboys. Then it's offsetting.
Offset.
Let's see. It's definitely pass interference, and it should get the ball down to inside the 5, inside the 10.
I'll put it.
Good.
Okay.
Offside. How are we offsides? CeeDee Lamb was offsides? Says he was in the fucking neutral zone. What a fucking retard. I mean, CeeDee Lamb, this is why you get paid this money. And we got to the 5-yard line. Look at his fucking foot. He's way over the. CeeDee Lamb is retarded.
That's like basic level shit, though.
I don't understand. T Green. I do understand why he's dropping that 5 because he's in the raffle once. Another bunch of raffle. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Much love there, T Green. The people keeping us going here, the fan base right here, because this Cowboy team is keeping us from surviving. Look at Joe Milton trying to run for that first. He fumbles. And then they pick it up, run it back all the way.
Not all the
fumble.
Another fumble.
We get the ball back. No,
they do not. They recovered it again.
There was that. Yeah.
BB tried.
Yeah, BB's arm is under there.
All right. Well, with that, T Green with the $5 holler.
So Milton fumbled. They got the ball and started picking up and run. And then they fumbled, like against the Eagles that happened a couple weeks ago. And then I think it was against the Chargers, and they fumbled against the Chargers, and it was the same thing. I think it was the Chargers. The Eagles did that. Remember?
Yeah.
They fumbled. It hurts. Threw interception. Then recovered the fumble and fumbled.
I mean,
Joe Milton just didn't protect that ball.
Look, if you're gonna be running like that, you got to go with the backs
He's
coach
got to
and learn.
He's got to put that. He's got
the ball all the way
out here.
Too. Yeah. No protection, no tucking, just running like an gangling teenager. Just whatever. Anyway,
no tucking, just
real
fucking.
Quick. T Green, $5 holler. Get to the things here. He said Dak always had problems facing teams with winning records. Dak chokes almost every time. What do you think? We should fix our defense first. Dak is not the main problem.
Dak is out of all the problems on the list, Dak is here.
Dak.
There's a lot of other problems for Dak. We get these other problems fixed. That could be
Then we can
fine.
talk Dak.
But that could be fine. That could be better if we get these other problems fixed. That's just the
So
way it is. That goes to any player, not just Dak. You
yeah,
get better players around these people. You get better players from the stars. You get better players. But why is CD playing so poorly? Like, why can't he? Like, he didn't know what he didn't know what the line of scrimmage is. Like, that's not Dak. You know what I mean? Like, Dak's
and
doing whatever he can.
just for curiosity's sake, because no problem answering that. But LT, yes, they do. So
Well, I can't wait to hear it.
no, it just as you know, um, any pretty much any business where even if you're a 1099 employee, which is what you're considered, like basically once you meet a very very small minimum threshold, like that shit gets sent straight to Uncle Sam. So the way that YouTube works is they take their cut of the super chats first, right? And then after that, we are taxed on everything after that. So first YouTube takes their cut, taxes, then the government takes their cut.
Not from the overall, they take it from the 35% they take.
Yeah.
YouTube takes 35% every drop. So that's why we always say, Cash App or PayPal, they take less.
So just so you guys know how it works on like this side of things, basically. So that's it. Yeah. So obviously, let them take their cut because YouTube does provide a great service. This is how we, get to chat with all of you guys and do what we do here.
I'm getting everyone down.
Sam could be a little less greedy though. Just throwing that out there, but thank you. And yeah, we had no problem being open about that side of things, guys. It's publicly available information, and it's good for people to know how things work.
Yeah, so you can look it up. 32 to 35% of what they take. It's hard because I do the percentage and it's always different, but I used to check the percentages, what they're doing. It doesn't matter. They take like a third of the fucking. That's to make it easy. They take a third of everything. Which sucks, but it is the way it is.
Sky Johnson, enjoy again, guys. Hopefully the next time we see you guys, everyone's got their presents from Santa.
Yes. We'll see you guys. It'll be after Christmas Day started already, so everyone got their gifts, hopefully. I am trying to get everyone's name on this here to make sure.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. I'm going to hit up the chat a little more. Like I said, he was running but not protecting the ball as far as Milton. Like, just bad
wobbling
job.
that ball outside like that. It was just too much space to knock the ball out. By the way, there's still 11 spots open for this thing till the stream is over, so you can still get in this raffle. The floodgates have opened up because of Jamal Burton, JD Burton. And so you guys, anybody who drops 5 or more, whether it's a super chat, whether it's a Cash App, whether it's a PayPal, whatever it is you drop, whether membership, gifting, anything like that, you get in the raffle, but it's got to be 5 or more. And all the things I mentioned were 5 or more. Getting in a membership is 5 or more. Gifting a raffle entry is 5 or more. So, if you drop 5 or more in the Cash App, if you drop 5 or more in the PayPal, these things count. So we only have here 30 minutes as far as the raffle, the goal is concerned. That's going to end. This game is going to end in 10 minutes. We're going to be 15 minutes. We're going to be offline. Yeah. So you got 15 minutes to get those last entries in. I'm trying to get the names now of everybody in this raffle.
So you go ahead and do that because Aztec Aguilar also said, first, actually, let me go back. Chris Ozell said, the dam needs to collapse on this team. They were a horrible, overhyped team this season. Like, basically,
100% agree.
It's good that we're getting exposed on these multiple levels because we need to be. I don't necessarily disagree because, again, this type of exposure is the only thing that'll make Jerry maybe even consider doing something.
It won't make a difference. But what it will do, it won't make a difference in Jerry because Jerry will still lose. He lose Jerry's way rather than win the right way. Win the best way. He'd rather lose Jerry's way. So I believe it won't change a thing. But what I do think it does is that it shows us. I think it shows us where we're weakest at, where we have the weakest issues in, we have the biggest issues at. And I mean, what was the full question again? I remember half of it. The other half
that the dam needed to collapse on this team because they're horrible and over.
I mean, I think the dam was going to collapse no matter what on this team. Because listen. I don't know if you guys noticed. We had schedule changes on our side when it comes to work life and stuff like this, but we also haven't been able to be live as much. When we have been live. We said this even before the season started. Do not expect much this year. I said this multiple times. I know we all get our hopes high because it's okay to be a fan, to be fanatical about your team. That's what you are. A fan is fanatical. I understand that. I'm a fan, but I'm also I've learned the tricks by this front office. The tricks are the same every year, and not ever going to stop. And when Jerry dies, they're going to continue going through Stephen Jones. So we can always win. It's more about the moves we make and the way this team is treated by the front office. And that's the biggest issue. So when the front office is not accountable, they're not held accountable, neither are the coaches. When the coaches are not held accountable, neither are the players or the leaders of your team. So I'm just sorry. I mean,
Yeah,
the collapsing was going to happen. If we're not that good, it's going to collapse. If the Cowboys were good enough, we'd sneak in the playoffs.
I know.
And we're still not good enough.
I think I
And
can
it
hope
gives
for
Jerry
that.
Jones more
If
reason to brag more than I think making the playoffs makes him brag more than if we don't make the playoffs. He'll just say, "Well, it's because of this,
again,
this, and this.
making
We're
the
fine."
playoffs validates
Right,
all the shitty
right.
decisions
I
because it
agree.
makes him think,
He's
well,
doing the
we
right
made the
thing.
playoffs, so obviously I did something right. Like that, it's clearly we
Incredible.
succeeded. Oh, we won the division, so clearly we succeeded.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, he doesn't understand. It's like when you have the undrafted guy win the battle with against four other undrafted guys for
yeah.
the starting
Now,
spot.
Azteca said,
Same
if our
shit.
defense was at least decent, we wouldn't be in this whole damn mess. Eberflus was the worst hire of 2025. Shake my head.
I cannot disagree with that. That's He's not wrong. He's right about that. Everfluss is a horrible hire. I think that
We'd
Schottenheimer's.
be talking about very different problems on our team
I agree.
if our defensive coordinator, and honestly, this was a question I had asked you pretty much right after the Micah trade. I'm like, week 2, week 3 into defense. Because before then, we're all sitting here like, oh, poor Eberflus. He's got to figure all this stuff out now. Expecting Micah to be there. Now he's got to. No. Turns out, Micah, he didn't give a shit about Micah. He didn't give a shit about Micah because he was going to do whatever he was going to do, regardless of whether Micah was on the team or not. And we should have paid more attention to some of the warning signs we saw in training camp that we wanted to be optimistic about and say, like, yeah, we think we're going to suck, but not because of this. Turns out it was because of that.
You do remember that? And again, I hate going back to like the way we practice, but I do think the way you practice is the way you play. And I can say this from hold on, let me just finish. The way we coach in this new generation of people of kids. Hold on, we coach little kids who now might be in the NFL possibly. My point is that these little kids we coached with fun and did fun things after. But when we were practicing, it was business. And these are little kids that are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. And they understood that. They respected that. They needed the discipline. And I think that these adult men that are still kind of like, going from their whole lives of playing this kind of sport, right? Now in the NFL, I think that it will only make them better if you coach them better, if you coach them like men, not like kids. And I know it's cute and nice and it's a new generation, but I also think that the Cowboys, from when I saw that, remember what I said when I saw the dancing and the water squirting and the jumping jacks and all that fucking bullshit? What did I say about that? I said, this is going to be a horrible fucking season. And if it does come out to be a bad season, this is one of the reasons I'm going to blame on it. And it is that. Yes, it's Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones. It's always going to be that. Yes, a new coach and all these game's over, right? We're sitting the ball, last play of the game. The game's over. It's going to be 34-17 final. But do you guys understand that showed me this team is not ready.
Eberflus's work is worse than Mike Nolan. Do you agree or yes or no?
It's so hard because Mike Nolan has COVID year, and Mike Nolan came back from not coaching after a bunch of years. Everfluss was a defensive came from our linebacking coaching to a defensive coordinator in Indianapolis to a head coach in Chicago, back to us, and it became worse than anything. So I think Everfluss is worse. I think Nolan is a worse overall coach for this time frame. I think Everfluss, we expected more from him, and he gave us less. He gave us below what we expected from him.
Guys, a Let's Go Chargers chant started in the stadium.
Because, and it's so funny because what do I always say about playing the Chargers, baby?
That they don't even have a home
stadium. Or the Rams.
That they don't have a home stadium.
They don't have fans that even come out to their games. There's more of the opposing team that go to see the Chargers and Rams play in their home SoFi Stadium than they have their own fans. And in Dallas, in Cowboys Stadium, in AT&T Stadium, the Cowboys are getting out-chanted by the Charger fans.
By the way, if we lose one more game, which is obviously
we will.
possible,
Giants and Washington,
the Cowboys will have consecutive losing seasons for the first time since going 5-11 from 2000 to 2002.
Yeah, that was the COVID year.
So that was 2000.
2002. Okay, those 3 years.
Yeah,
we had 3 years. That was the Campo years.
Yes.
Those were bad. That's
what I'm saying. The last time that we lost, we had consecutive back-to-back losing seasons.
Yeah, it was after
during the Campo years. That's where we're headed right now. That's currently the era.
It was after Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, great. Switzer got the Super Bowl because of Jimmy Johnson. Then we went Chan Gailey.
We're in our Dave Campo era.
We did Chan Gailey. We just a little Chan Gailey taste and into Campo. We're in the Chan Gailey Campo disaster. Next up is Parcells. Next up, hopefully a real coach. I'm sorry, Schottenheimer, but yeah, I just don't see him as being a real coach. Maybe in 10 years, but no. He already had 20 years in the league. And he had
We're
his dad, who was a head coach, multiple teams. He's a Nepo baby. He's been in this whole thing for a while.
we're not serious people.
Who's not serious? We're not.
The Cowboys.
Cowboys are
That's what I'm
very.
saying.
The
We are not
Cowboys
serious
only
people.
care. Jerry Jones got his Super Bowl every year. He gets a Super Bowl because he gets ticket sales. He gets jersey sales. He gets parking sales. He gets stadium sales. He gets everything you can get to sell his team. That's why he's a great owner. But he's a horrible. A GM is not that. A general manager builds a team, and he don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Well, our last home game, 34-17 final.
Embarrassing.
Thank you so much
Basura.
to
Caballero said it.
here.
Basura.
Yep. Thank you to everybody here in the chat who makes these games worth watching.
Seriously, guys, out this, what do we all really talk about when it comes to Cowboys or even NFL football?
How many TVs we break during the season?
You see a couple of those videos I posted out there, some crashing out fans.
You know, it's funny. TVs are cheap enough now that like I've genuinely sat there and like wondered that myself. I'm like, damn, like I don't give a shit. Like we can replace it for like $300.
I lost my pick.
Like how mad am I and is it worth it? You know, so far we still have the same TV, but one day the Cowboys might do some shit that might make
you guys here are saving me from. You guys are saving me from having to break the TV.
And I'm just saying, like that's generally like these are the considerations you sit here thinking about instead of thinking about, oh, you know, the playoffs. You know,
Baker,
move this
Baker
around.
Mayfield just threw a fucking ugly ass pick and ended the game. Carolina is now going to win the division probably. I picked the Bucks. I'm having a pick battle with some of the family members here. Little G's catching. He was like 2 games, 1 game back. Now he's 5 games back, but now he's 4 games back because he won the Tampa Bay one. I don't know how the other ones went today, but I think he picked the Jets. The Jets win? Who won the Jets game?
I don't know.
The Jets and whoever they played, I picked.
Caballero. He's
Saints?
like, I don't care.
Saints?
$10 billion, he can build a team. He just can't build a winning team.
So Saints won. Yeah, exactly. No, that's the issue with the front office. He can build an advertising, foundation with the Cowboy star. He's fantastic at that. He's fantastic at changing the way owners own. But he did not change. He actually regressed the Cowboys in the way you general manage a team. And that's the problem with Jerry Jones and this organization. By the way, the Saints are going to win over the Jets, so at least I broke even with little G there.
There you go.
Split teams, and the Vikings are beating the Giants by 3 right now. In a close game. The Vikings going to win. Wow, the Tennessee Titans are blowing out Kansas City right now. And I almost picked Tennessee because they don't have Mahomes. The Chiefs don't. So Chiefs getting blown out. And then the other games, I think our finals, Bills barely got by the Browns. The Bengals destroyed the Dolphins. And, of course, the only other game, which I lost this pick to, I picked the Cowboys. We got our asses handed to us by the Chargers. So in these last final 5 minutes of the stream, guys, hit the like for the stream. Hit subscribe for the channel. Hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of our streams, our videos, our video shorts, etc., etc. We have our Christmas Day stream. Fuck everybody else. It's always go Cowboys. And we get the Washington Commanders and old Dan Quinn here on Christmas Day. Right here on this channel. You'll see us trying to go live for the whole game. We'll do our best. But we'll definitely be on for some of the games. So we'll see you then. At the very latest, it'll be like second quarter or something. But these games are just basically preseason. But we're here because we're repping that navy blue and silver and that star always, no matter what, good, bad, or ugly. We're always doing it. So we keep that in mind. We'll have some raffle abilities for the final week, the final stream, I guess, of December, which is going to be next week. So make sure, guys, I'll update the leaderboard. We got a battle going between J.D. Burton and John Luna for the top spot for also a raffle entry for the sponsor of the month. So shout out to those guys. And we just got 2 waves of people into this raffle for December, which is going to be done in the month of January. And let me shout out those names who are in the raffle. John Luna, 2 times. Sky Johnson. Tex 2005. Skeptical Fan. LT. We also have T. Green in the first set had 4 entries. He added 2 more in the second set, so he's got 6 total. With J.D. Burton, Cav 52, who has 2 in there. Calvin Richard, who has 3 in there. And Jeremy Betts. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to those who dropped the love from above. There was a lot of $2 hollers in there by T. Green. He racked it up today. John Luna, LT, John Luna, T. Green, Tex 2005, Skeptical Fan, Cav 52, Calvin Richard, Jeremy Betts, and J.D. Burton with the drop of the year. With him and John Luna are tied for the drops of the year.
That's right.
We bow down to both of them here at the end of the year.
Bow down.
Shout outs, yes, like West Side Connection, Ice Cube, Mac 10, WC. Bow down to those guys. JD Burton, who's right now in the lead for the sponsor of the month. Tex, who's the sponsor of the month right now. And of course, John Luna's been the sponsor of the freaking year almost on this channel. So shout out to everybody on that side of things. Shout out to everybody who dropped the love, like I said already, tonight. Can't do this without you guys, your love and support. And if you drop some love now at the end of the stream through Cash App, PayPal, or here, we'll count you into the raffle because of Mr. Burton, because of Mr. Luna. Thank them because they made it possible for you guys to get a rush of entries in this thing. $5 or more, you're in. The last few minutes we have left, the last few minutes you guys have left to get in this raffle, do it now. JD Burton, he's leading the top spot there. When it comes to the cash, when it comes to the stream boss, when it comes to the overall board, he is in the lead. He's trying to get that sponsor of the month from Tex 2005, and John Luna's hanging around. Shout outs to, let me put him on the screen because they have the Cash App Queen. Baby, who is it? Cash App Queen?
T Sticky.
Boom. Sticky T. In the place to be. Much love to her. She's the queen of the Cash App. Who's the leader in the Cash? The leader right now with I think 5 or 10 on it. You're skeptical fan. Always staying skeptical. Cowboy fan for life. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you. But it's a close one for him. He's in the lead right now. We'll see what happens. When it comes to the gifting side, the gifting memberships, shout outs to Jet Lee 44. We'll shout him out there now. And probably one more time for Christmas. Because after that, the leader, NDN Boogie, who only has one. It could be anybody. Someone's got to get two, though. NDN Boogie is in the lead on the gifting board side to finish up the 2025 season right here in this month of December. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to shout everybody out on that side of things. You want to do the last shout outs in the chat?
Yeah, of course. We have Cab 52. Fuck the Eagles.
Fuck Philly.
My own heart, of
Fuck
course.
Philly.
Aztec Aguilar 04 saying, shout out to Coach Dave Canales. That vato knows how to build around his players and get them where they need
2
to be
years, the guy bounced
to win
right
the
in
NFC
there, right?
South.
That's crazy.
John Connor said, luckily we only have 2 more games of this disastrous season.
Thank goodness. And they're both NFC East.
I know.
So I guess it's good to beat them.
Devontae Alvarez, much love. Chris Ozell, thanks for being here. Even you, LT, much love.
LT.
Unknown Ninja said Milton has a cannon arm, but he's running, not protecting the ball.
Exactly. That hurt big time.
So, T Green, of course, shout out to you. We have Daniel Berry Sports, what's up?
Daniel Berry.
Rolling back, of course, the man JD Burton. Jack Dong saying bring back McCarthy.
Cassie in the house.
Cassie
Roswell in the house. I should have missed us. Shout out.
Emeraldo Cruz, much love. Calvin Richard. Oh, man. I hope the outcome is different.
The ballers in the house.
Kenzie Bands representing. Yeah. We have, who else is here? Skeptical fan, of course, always staying skeptical. James Herr. Rolling back, Sam Getz. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody here. Martin Holland. 12th man off grid.
12th man.
Tex 2005.
Yeah.
Ninja.
Hell yeah.
Cassie, of course. Again, thank you so much to everybody here for hanging with us.
Next game, Washington, Christmas Day. We'll try to get in as much of that game as possible. If not, the whole thing. We'll do our best. The last game, we're not going to have it. We're going to be a 1 o'clock game. Early game against the Giants. Yeah. So we'll be driving. Live driving. Hey, I think that'll be the second time in history we do that. So watch that one for some fun on the road driving. On the road again. Probably some in and out connections. We'll have some fun. It won't be like this. It won't look like this screen. It'll just be me holding the camera, and you'll have to just remember who's in the lead. But that'll be a new month, so there'll be nobody in the lead in January. But we do have one more here on Christmas. One more stream for this month on this channel. For everybody to get a chance to win, whether it's the Cash App King Queen, whether it's the gifting board, or whether it's the overall board for that bonus raffle entry, sponsor of the month, battle. John Luna, the great this year, but the new leader, JD Burton, trying to come in there. And in between, you got Tex, always hiding. You never know. He's our last sponsor of the month. So shout out to everybody who's dropped the love here, shown the love. I'm going to say it again, like Cal and Richard, Tab 52, T Green. Much love to you guys. Skeptical fan, always staying skeptical. Jeremy Betts, Calvin Richard, of course. But an LT Eagle fan. But the 2 ballers that made it all happen today, let's be honest. John Luna and JD Burton. Much love to you guys. Tex as well. Much love to him. Tex 2005. Thank you all for being part of this thing. Thank you all for watching, sitting here with us. Hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. But baby, tell them why we do this crazy shit. For 9 seasons, 8.5 years on YouTube, 9 seasons of these live stream reactions. Why are we this crazy
Yes.
fan base? We these crazy fans and this crazy fan base in our fan cave for our Dallas Cowboys. Why the fuck do we do this here on YouTube?
It's that navy blue, that silver too, and that star over everything.
Win, lose, or draw. Good, bad, or ugly. And we lost and it was ugly.
Yeah.
That's over as well. Doesn't matter, guys. We will be sticky it here the whole time. All right? We will be sticking it around. Win, lose, or draw. Good, bad, or ugly. It's always here on this channel, My Cowboys Family. We always rep that star over everything. Over your favorite players, over your favorite coaches. Fuck Jerry Jones and the ownership. Over everything, that star. On that note, after 8.5 years, going to be 9 years in June, basically, on YouTube. And then we're entering our 10th season of reactions. Craziness, right? Insane.
It's not crazy.
Can't do this without you guys. Thank you. And again, remember here at and on My Cowboys Family, never forget the number one thing. Here, now, and forever. As always, never forget it. Say it with us. Go Cowboys, no matter what. One day, let's get that 6 and beyond. Right now, we only have 6 wins. So maybe not beyond this year. We don't need any more.
Right now, it's Cowboys.
Yeah. It's Cowboys.
No
not
Cowboys.
It's always go Cowboys. You know it is. Hey guys, thank you truly for all the back and forth in the chat. Thank you guys for the drops of love from above and the support there. We'll be back for a Christmas Day game against the Washington Commanders sometime in the first quarter, maybe right at the start, maybe somewhere like in the middle of the first or beginning of the second. But we'll be here doing some part of the game, hopefully with you guys, enjoying Christmas Day with you all, just stopping and saying hi and watching the game, maybe getting a Christmas miracle against Dan Quinn. I don't know, it's not a miracle. It's actually painful if we lose because it's a worse draft pick. But at this point, whatever happens, happens. Guys, thank you for being here. Have a great, don't worry about this football thing. Have a great rest of your holidays up until Christmas and Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We'll see you guys then. Have a great holidays. Happy Hanukkah, last night of Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. And we'll see you guys very soon. On that note, though, baby, as I cut this camera work off here and we have to see our sad faces after this fucking game, it's always go Cowboys, though. Always. You know that. You know this. But it's a loss on Week 16, regular season style, with 2 games to go against the Los Angeles Chargers. Guys, thank you again for being with us here. We'll see you on Christmas Day. Have a great, great week. Enjoy. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We'll see you soon. And never, ever forget, baby, if we can drop out of here for the day and this game day and this season, what do we got to do if we drop out of here?
We got to drop the beat.
And yes, that beat's been dropped. Like our Cowboys are dropped today, 34-17. Didn't score any points. 0 points in the second half. Yeah, they scored 17, by the way. Anyways, guys, take care. You can be anywhere. You're here with us enjoying this loss. Oh, thank you. Not enjoying this loss with us, but not enjoying the loss. You get what I'm saying, right? You be here with us. Cheers and thank you. And no matter what, it's always go Cowboys. 2025 Dallas Cowboy Week 16 game 15. Our live reaction, not the greatest, but it is the regular season. And it's coming to an end soon here for 2025/2026. Here on MCF, this stream is over. We'll see you guys on Christmas Day very soon against the Washington Commanders. Here in MCF, you know the deal. It's always about that navy blue, that silver too, and that star over everything. Never, ever forget the number one thing right here, my Cowboys family. You guys for keeping this thing going on the yearly. Thank you all. Cannot do this without you all. So don't forget to hit that like button for the stream. Hit subscribe to the channel right now. And make sure you hit that notification bell on to all videos. Very important. We'll see you guys soon. Make sure you also jump in the Discord and join that. Follow us wherever we're at on social media. My Cowboys Family. Email is mycowboysfamily@gmail.com. So shout outs there. John Luna, let us know what you'll want when it comes to the big winner, the jersey winner. And guys, stay safe. Enjoy the holidays. Merry Christmas. Thank you all. L'chaim. And never ever forget. Cowboys!
Monk on the beat. Monk on the beat. Monk on